you want to top in the hole, let it ride.
Pull up on the tip like I shot my flat. King E.N.E, and you got stats. We don't give a goddamn about your guys' stats. To be honest, most of y'all girls got sweat. Step your game up and roll with the winners. E.N.E is steak meal, fucking little chicken dinner. You ain't never seen a ticker niggas this fly. In your stacks, get your power like a fish fry. You don't need a 5, you on that West Coast shit. Calling up the Cali plug, cop them West Coast shit. This is a hipster store, cop them West Coast. Yeah, all blued up, like we really West Coast. We do this shit with style, that's why the ladies love it. We with the man straight to when we out in public. E.N.E, best flow. King L, stack with the facts and the let's go.
East Coast, hemmed out, babe, all timed out. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up on them. West Coast vibes, baby, I'm so high. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up on them. Down south, you know, team, if you want roll with King, yeah, I'm gonna pull up on them. If you want to top in the hole, let it ride. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up on them. Talk about the smoke with the chief. If you know King, you got the roll up and leave. Look, I don't really dance, but let that ass roll on the T so high. I wasn't on it, but you noticed in me. Just like where I'm from, I got a screaming out hope. I ain't paid for no entry, but she gave me a show. $5 only if it beat it down to the moat. Here for a couple hours, going down my dough. Look, I don't really know why they envy me. Maybe cause the whole team MVP. Kept the games in your mind, I'm the same OG. Treat the bro like my shoes, keep the bang on me. Game time, now it's rhyming mentality of my salary. Wear the wrong colors in the wrong hood in the casual. Wear the Malibu, Santa Monica on the beach. Always gotta keep the 40 cal in my reach. East Coast, sitting out, babe, all time now. Hey, I'm about to pull up on me. I'm about to pull up on West Coast vibes, baby, I'm so high. Hey, I'm about to pull up on me. I'm about to pull up on down south, PYC, if you want roll with King. Hey, I'm about to pull up on me. I'm about to pull up on me. If you want to top in the hole, let it ride. Hey, I'm about to pull up on me. I'm about to pull up on me. Talk, you need the dollar stacks. If you working out the way, he can give you some facts. All work, no shit, strong, secret to six. E.N.E the cheat code, play the game with a controversial. Like I said, Raven, evident this. John B the truth, that's a rhetoric shit. If you're working in the mirror, you should know what this is. E.N.E the life up the hell, blocking the shit. When the bombs on the shit, they say we all pay, ball down, that's every day was a trip. G-Strong like the hero, red stocks, let me help so on my G.
Yeah. What up? It's the man about town, Virgil, aka Stacks with the Facts. And y'all know y'all tuned in to another episode of Real Talk Podcast. E.N.E Tuesdays in the building. What's good? Y'all already know what it is, man. Tuesday, we here. It's a beautiful thing, man. We in the building. E.N.E Tuesdays. You did. You already know how it is, man. What it is, man. What's good with y'all? It's the man about time, Virgil, aka Stacks with the Facts. And y'all know y'all tuned in to another episode of Real Talk Podcast. You know what I'm saying? What's good with everybody out there, man? We already all woke up earlier today, and we've been awake ever since, you know what I'm talking about? So we already got the victory and the glory. You did. Give yourself a round of applause, man. Give yourself a round of applause, man. You know what I'm talking about? Give yourself a round of applause, man. Tap in and walk with us. You know what I'm talking about? We here Tuesday evening. You know what I'm saying? Class is definitely in session. And y'all know we about to get straight to it. Uncle Diggity, what it do, man? You know what I'm saying? We got my brother Uncle Diggity in the building. You hear me? My brother Uncle Diggity is definitely in the building tonight. As usual. You did. And y'all know we gonna get straight to it, man. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. What's good with y'all, man? How y'all doing this evening, man? I'm doing good. I ain't gonna lie, man. I just got done taking me a super power nap, and I just feel rejuvenated. You know what I mean? I feel rejuvenated. I feel refreshed. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, I got a good 4 hours and some change of good rest. You know what I'm saying? Good rest. And I want y'all to understand it's a difference between going to sleep for 4 hours, but while you sleep for that 4 hours, how much of that was actual rest? You feel me? You know what I mean? You want to get your rest, but you don't want to be a rest haven. You understand what I'm saying? You did, man. You want to get your rest, but you don't want to be a rest haven. You did. What's good with y'all, man? How y'all doing today, man? You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing, man, if I do say so myself, man. Uh, King Els, if you in the building, man, I got the link right there in the chat in the comment section. It's there. You know what I'm saying? You're more than welcome to hit it whenever you get ready to, whenever you tap in. You know, so I just got off the phone with El not too long ago. He said he about to tap in with us. You know what I'm talking about? So we about to get straight to it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to it but to do it. And you know what I'm saying? And y'all already know we're going to do it like we used to. You know what I mean? We're going to do it like we used to it, man. What's good with y'all, man? How y'all doing today, man? It's Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, E.N.E Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? At one of my favorite bars is Tuesday. You know, I don't even think they have it anymore. I was gonna say it's 25-cent wing Tuesday, but they don't have that stuff no more, man. Ain't nowhere in the city you can go and get wings for 25 cents a wing no more, man. You know what I'm talking about? King, what it do, man?
What up, brother?
Man, you already know, man. You see what it is. You see what it ain't. It is, man. We sitting up here about to get straight to it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we do it, man, on the goddamn Tuesday evening. So you know, already know what it is. King Els, what's good with you, bro?
Shit, bro. Chilling, man. We were getting it in, but I was like, you already know, I'm tapped in as always. So I was like, I'm here with my bro. You know, we woke up today, we winning, feeling great. A lot of great energy going on this week.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it's all about that, man. All about great energy, great light, and yeah, I'm ready to rock out and have a good time tonight.
Yeah, you already know how we do it, man. Y'all know how we do it on Tuesday evening, man. You know what I'm talking about? E&E Tuesdays, where we sit up here, me and my brother L chop it up. You know what I'm saying, about a current situation, event, demonstration, you know what I'm talking about, that affects not just ourselves, but everybody else too, you know what I'm saying, or, you know, something that everybody else can relate to. And actually, as per usual, you know what I'm saying, L came up with the topic of discussion tonight. We briefly touched on this last Friday on E&E Friday night wrap up, you know what I'm saying. This Friday, we're gonna see if L's gonna come through over here to the crib, man. See if he come through over here this Friday. But you know, if he don't, we're gonna make it happen. You know what I'm talking about? But we've had what you say, L?
We'll see what we could do.
Yeah, I said, you know, it's
We
just
see,
Tuesday. We got a couple more days, so we're gonna see what it do, man. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah. We have to figure out the logistics.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out, man. It's all good. Either way it go, we gonna make it happen for y'all. So it's all good, man. But yeah, man. What you say, bro?
Nah, I said none of the least is trying to be live, so that's the main part. But we, like you said, we'll talk about the logistics. We get into all that behind the scenes.
Yeah, we gonna figure it out either way it goes, so it's all good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Tonight, like
There's
I
a lot
said,
of shit going on, right?
you said what?
I said we got a lot of shit to talk. I mean, I know we got a plethora, a whole bunch of topics that we could run through. I know you got some shit on deck because it's been an eventful weekend. It's been an eventful last 2 weeks, from the spy shit to
Yes, it has.
the Devilfield Grammys to the. I mean, shit, you could just throw something in the air and there's gonna be some crazy shit going on. It's been a
Yeah,
lot of crazy shit.
we definitely gonna get to it on Friday, man, because it's just Tuesday and it's already, you know what I'm saying, it's already,
It's crazy.
you understand me, man? It's already like El just said, it's already been an eventful week, and it's only Tuesday, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Come this
It felt
Friday,
like a
man, we're
whole
gonna have
2 weeks
a lot of
went
stuff
by.
to discuss. A lot
Yeah,
of
that's
stuff
what's.
to discuss coming up.
Hope everybody been doing good today, having a great day. You know, hit up in that chat. Let us know how y'all feeling today. I see Uncle Diggity in the building. What up? What up? Got the West Coast vibe, so it's super early out there. What's it? Shit, 4 o'clock,
4 or 14. So it's rush hour right now out in LA. So he probably got us on riding back from the JO. So what I mean? God bless my brother. Peace, love, and blessings to everybody. Hope everybody having a safe drive or whatever you doing, whether you on your couch or shit, you catching this days later and you watching it. You know what I mean? I just hope you great space. And from the E.N.E Tuesdays. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, tap in,
But
walk
yeah.
with us, man. Tap in and walk with us, man. It's E&E Tuesdays, man. You know what I'm saying? If y'all used to tapping in with us, you know what I'm saying, over here at A Real Talk, y'all know every Tuesday is dedicated to E&E. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I chop it up with my brother L, you know what I'm saying, about a various issue, topic, or discussion. And y'all know we're gonna get straight to it. We're gonna always make it riveting, make it thought provoking, and make it very interesting. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we tell y'all, man, to tap in, walk with us, man. Because tonight, especially, we're gonna get to it. You feel me? We're gonna get to it. And I like this type of good discussion because it has so many aspects to it, you know what I'm saying, we can get to. And it's not a single track thing. It's not like it's a multifaceted thing. So, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna get to it, you know what I mean? I appreciate my brother Els for coming up with the topic of discussion. You
Okay.
know, well, like I said last Friday when we was doing a wrap up, doing E&E Fridays, Friday night wrap up, you know what I'm saying, we briefly touched on this, and you know what I'm saying, we decided we was going to expound on it, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And here we is tonight, you know what I'm saying? So everybody in the chat, welcome. You're all welcome. Like I always tell you, you're all welcome, man. You're all welcome. You got fat while we all starved. You know what I'm saying, man? So it's only right, King L, since you came up with this topic, you know what I'm saying? Go up there. So I got a video to play on deck, but I want you to go here and set the pace and the tone for the premise and the subject of tonight's show, which is not only where do you rank, and I should have, but the main thing is how do you rank yourselves? How do we rank ourselves? So, L, go ahead and sit up there and talk to him one time.
Yeah. So for one, I'm all about, what we all want to, because we all want to look at things in a positive light, because obviously that's the way that we want to view things. And, it ain't nothing wrong with feeling how you feel, or any of that. But the question was posed off of one of my homies, Champagne, which talks to amazing bartender now. I know she got a YouTube channel. I'm gonna get all that, and I'm gonna post it in the chat later. I'm on my phone. I can't really go back and forth, but when I get home, I'm gonna make sure I post all her Facebook tag links. But she has a lot of good engaging questions that she poses on Facebook and all the social media. She does all that. And we're gonna get her on the show here in March. She said she'd be able to come. So, but basically it was a question like, where do you rank yourself? And then she put the quotations just to kind of keep it safe. Please nobody else talk about anybody else's ranking on this thread. Yeah, I mean,
Talk about nobody else's what now?
like basically she was like, just please don't talk about anybody else's ranking on this thread.
Oh, just talk about your own ranking.
Just stay where you would rank yourself and just leave it at that.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, just keep it copacetic. She ain't want to start really no Facebook wars, none of that. And I get it. It's a good way to get it engaging, which it was very engaging. And I think I went on there and said I was like a 6, 7 ish, you know what I mean? Whatever. And it is what it was. And then you have people, put they 4s, 5s. And I even thought like, damn, maybe I need to bring my shit down to like 5, maybe. Like, but you know what I mean? Who knows? Like, honestly, who the fuck cares is a bigger question. But I just threw it up there. But it was funny because you see the 10s. And like I said, like, I mean, we not here. It was just kind of impressive where all the 10s came from.
Wow.
Nothing to do. And like I said, I'm all about confidence. You know, shout out to Lizzo. You know, congrats on the Grammy, all that. You know what I mean? I'm all about confidence. Confidence is key. Confidence is what can, get you a lot of places without even having the talent, just by having the confidence, So I'm
Right.
all about that because confidence will open up doors that maybe your talent wouldn't naturally be able to open up for you. So I'm all about confidence. I've used it in my favor. I am by far like I said, we're all work in progress. So I
Right.
always want to leave room for improvement for one. I don't ever want to say I'm perfect or, because that would kind of make a mockery of the most high. So,
Right.
for me personally, I would never put myself on a perfect pedestal. We
Right.
could all try to change try to achieve and obtain being perfect, but none of us could ever really truly do that. That's an unreachable dream goal, whatever it is. But it can make you a better person by trying to race towards that. Just don't get lost in it because it's something that you never can attain. But
Exactly.
you know,
Exactly. I'm
to
glad
say
you
that
said
you're
that too.
but to say that you're perfect, um, it's narcissistic in a way. Hold on.
Very.
It's
In a pursuit of purpose. What's up, boy? Where you been, boy?
to me, it kind of takes a shot at the Most High.
It's definitely taking a shot at the Most High to ever assume that anything about you could be perfect
And I
with
don't think
no
that
flaw.
and let me rewind this because I don't think that was any of their intentions. But this is just like why I would never put myself in there. I don't think that they
Right.
thought about that. I think, some of them, I don't think that they really even thought that. I just think it was more of a parody type thing that some of them was just throwing out there because if you was to see the post, you would understand. Like I said, I'm not here to say nothing about nothing. Everybody has their own opinions that they can form off of it. I'll try to find the thread and post it in here. So if you come back to this tomorrow or later tonight, you'll be able to look at the thread. But yeah, it just nonetheless.
What happened? Uh-oh, you dropped out there for a second, L. We can't hear you. We got a little sun effery going over there where you at. But yeah, though, man. This is like my brother just said, man. Of course, there's levels to this thing, right? You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to ranking ourselves, I would say, for the most part, that we all well, I ain't gonna say we all, but I think it's safe to say that most of us, right? If we're just gonna be honest and be fair, most of us is gonna uh most of us are gonna kind of exaggerate our ranking of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Uh Most of us have a hard time with being honest with ourselves. This is not well, I'll say this. I'll say this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say that. Well, I can say that because it's true. It's some truth to it. For the most part, uh, men tend to be more honest when it comes to ranking themselves than our female counterparts. Now, I'm not saying this is the case all the time, but I'm definitely saying this is the case most of the time. I dare say majority of the time. Although you got some of you dudes out here who are very delusional, you know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys have become the bitch. You know what I mean? In more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? Ice Turner Sr. was good. You know what I'm saying? My brother L's coming back in. What happened, L? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
You sure?
It's
Yeah,
this
man. You
damn.
borg you say, well, you borging out a little bit, man. You know, you be up in that jail, man. You know, that Wi-Fi is terrible up in there, man. Yeah, it's like you breaking up, brother.
I'm breaking
Yeah, you break it up and you break it up and you borging real heavy, man.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? You sound like Murphy over there, man, when he was RoboCop.
I don't know what the
You know
fuck.
what?
Okay,
Now
I
you
should
coming in
be
a little
good
bit
over
clear. You
here.
coming in a little clear right now, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I got bars. I don't know what's good. They say I'm
Yeah, you
good,
should. Nah, you
but
good.
yeah,
You good, bro. We can hear you.
we good. All right, yeah. Nah, where I leave off at. Oh yeah, unattainable perfectness. And like I said, people. I'm pretty sure some of them was just putting it out there as a joke, but some people really kind of think like, yeah, we could all have it together. Our life could be great. We could own our house. We could own our car. We could be debt free. We could be financially free. All that, but still, I would rank it as a team. You know what I mean? Like, even when we say dimes and all that, that's a falsified ranking. Even us guys, when we say dimes, it's just a slang terminology for she's one of the codes. Just like even if a woman said to a guy, I'm pretty sure there's no such thing as perfect anything. I'm just sorry. Like, you know what I
Right.
mean?
I totally agree with you
So,
on that, man. L. I
yeah,
totally
so
agree
that's
with you on
where
that.
so we want to get that out the way just to start this whole thing off.
Yeah, we're gonna get that out the way off top. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Red Supreme TV1. Chicks can be they can amass to be, or they could have the goal of being a 7, a 8, or a 9, because none of these broads is a dime. You did. And with that say, to balance it, none of you niggas is a dime either. Pause. Right? Go ahead, L.
Yeah, he said no. Yeah, I mean that's what. Yeah, this goes both ways. So
Definitely goes both ways.
we
So man, don't ever
let
listen here. Let me just say this real quick, L. I'm gonna pass it right to you, brother. Don't ever get it twisted, y'all, man. Don't ever get it misconstrued, confused, man. As much smoke as we have, and whatever we talking about as regard to the female aspect of it, we got just as, if not more, smoke when it comes to us, because over here at A Real Talk, we hold us ourselves as being the men to the highest level of accountability and scrutiny. So don't ever get that messed up. Go ahead, El.
yeah. I mean, they even kind of expand on that. I mean, you could go back and watch some of our older videos. I mean, we all, even the new ones, like we always go back and forth and make sure we keep it even on both sides. Now,
We got my man
some
Ice Turner Sr. in the building. What's good with you, brother?
What up, brother? How you feeling?
What's the
was
deal? What's the
good,
deal,
baby.
man?
Not much, man. It's a good topic right there, though.
Yeah, I mean it
Yeah,
is though, man. And let me just say this too, though, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let me just say this, and I'm gonna pass it to my brother L. And then we're gonna pass it to the brother Ice Turner. This is Ice Turner's first time coming up on the panel.
Yeah,
And y'all
yeah.
know tonight is Tuesday. Y'all know Tuesday and Fridays, open panel. Everybody's welcome. You're all welcome, But, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to ranking ourselves, man, not where you at, but also how do you rank yourself? You know what I'm saying? This is something that like I say earlier, man, when it comes to ranking ourselves and how we do that, right? Of course there's gonna be some of course, there's going to be some what's the word I'm looking for? Of course, there's going to be some
Bible.
embellishing. There's going to be some embellishing on both parts.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
what I have noticed, and what I can't say I know to be true to an extent, is when it comes to us men, although a lot of us is some lying, perping ass, can't keep it 100% ass niggas. Most of us, right? Most of us, when it comes to ranking ourselves, especially, we tend to be a little bit more honest. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, L, I want you to sit up there since you came up with the topic of the show. So I want you to expound on it, and then we're gonna pass it to our brother Ice Turner Senior. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Indeed, indeed.
I mean, you touched on it perfectly. I think men And I even looked at it. This is, like I said, I'm just gauging off of the engagement that was in that one post. Like, this is not it was.
You break it up, L. You over there borking real heavy, L, man. So you over there sounding like Murphy, man. You over there sounding like C3PO, man. It's all good, L. We're gonna pass it to Ice Turner, man, since your phone is acting crazy, man. Ice Turner, man.
Indeed. This it's like you gotta look at it in two parts, because I think, well, us as men, sometimes depending on where we at, we kind of look at it in one part. We look at it based on maybe vocation, or basically how we get into it. That's just one part. But then you gotta look at it from another angle, based on principle.
Right.
Like, how do you measure up to that principle? And
Right.
like, based on how you stand on those principles, what I'm saying, the things that you was basically taught, and just just how you carry it out. Like, that's the first and foremost, is because it's one thing to have things, it's another thing that have things have you. And you see that a lot, like, when, what I'm saying, with certain cats.
Man, listen here, brother, man. Let me just touch on this real quick. I'm gonna pass it right back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You heard what our brother just said. What do I always tell y'all? Right? You know what I'm saying? I always tell y'all this, especially in regards to sex, right? The physical act of having sex, right? Your brain doesn't know the difference between you thinking about having sex, you dreaming about having sex, or you actually physically having sex. Your brain does not differentiate between the
That's
three
true.
at all. You hear me? So with that being said, are you having sex, or is sex having you?
Ooh, like the way you put
Right?
that.
And to correlate that to what my brother Ice Turner just said, as far as ranking yourself, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Are you ranking yourself on principle, right? On your character, right? Or you rank yourself on the superficial things that don't really matter, right? That don't have any real principle in them. So I like the way you put that, Ice Turner. Go ahead, pass it back to you, brother.
Indeed. That's the thing I had to really learn, like, early on, man. It's just like, because the things, and the women and all the, the accolades and everything like that, it's just material support.
Right.
What you need is that internal validation. First and foremost, like, who are you to you?
Right.
And then who you are to your homies, to your brethren. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm saying, most importantly, I'm saying, can you keep your word? And that's the thing that's lost. Like, what I mean? You don't really see that to this, like, in these days, like, men, aren't of their word. Like, your word and who you are supposed to be exactly the same.
Exactly. And I couldn't agree with that more, man, because, as men, and I want to say this too, because man, rest in the essence to our brethren, Sinful to P, man. He used to speak on this a lot too, man.
Yeah.
He used to speak on this a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I strongly believe when you reach to this level of when you're in your manhood and walking in your manhoodness, you know what I'm talking about? This is the ultimate stage. And when you become a full man is when you no longer lie about anything.
Exactly.
To anybody ever. Now,
Absolutely.
I want to say this too, you know what I'm saying? Because part of being the man is being able to admit when you're wrong and admit when you have not been so honest about something.
Absolutely.
You know so when you get to a place where you're willing to admit that and can admit that, now you got to get to the base of why do you choose to lie?
Absolutely. There's a lot of reasons why a lot of brothers choose to lie, because, if they lie in front of people, what you're telling, someone else is that, you're smaller than them.
Right.
So you have to lie. See, the first part of, really, if you want to talk about this game, or everybody's talking about game, the first part of the game is coming to that place where, as though, no one's going to play with you like you a game.
Right.
And it begins with you stop playing games with yourself. And I always say that, you know what I'm saying? It's like the moment you stop playing with yourself, life will stop playing you.
That's a fact. I like
You know
that.
what I mean?
I like that. That's cold game right there, y'all. See, now that's some game for you right there, man. Let me break this. And you know, I've been meaning to do this for a minute too. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna have a show probably on this Saturday. You know what I'm talking about? We're probably gonna go over there to A-Real Talk Pod Class. Shout out to my brother Uncle Diggity, and I think it's only right that we have it on Pod Class because it's definitely gonna be a teaching and teachable moment. So class is going to definitely be in session, man. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely going to be an open panel as well this Saturday over there at A-Real Talk Pod Class. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have the discussion on game. What is it? But more importantly, what is it not?
Yes.
You hear me? I hear a lot of you guys talking about this. And this is why I tell y'all, man, we've been indoctrinated, programmed, I dare say, to go about things in this reality as far as when it comes to speech. We've been indoctrinated with this thing that they taught us called word association. Right? And since most people don't read the dictionary, so most people don't know what the words that they speak on a daily basis even mean. All right. When you hear the word gang, Brownie, what's up, baby? We got my baby Brownie Ellie in the building. She will be on the show this Thursday. I know some of y'all have seen the posting for it. And we're going to have a beautiful conversation because it's going to be a beautiful thing. I don't want to spoil it by talking too much about it. But it's definitely going to be a ladies' night show. So, of course, it's geared around Brownie, you know what I'm saying, her, you know what I'm saying, pursuing her content creating career from the aspect of a Black woman. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to get into all of that. But we also going to get into a lot of other things, too. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all tap in and walk with us. Now, when it comes to game, man, I'm going to speak on this briefly. I'm going to pass it. King Els, you in the building, bros? You good to go? Oh, I don't know. L is at the gym though, y'all. So you know what I'm saying. You got to bear with him. Can you hear
me, bro?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we hear you good, bro.
We can hear you, bro. Just go ahead and put your mic on mute until I pass the mic to you. You know what I'm talking about? When it comes to game, y'all, and we're gonna expound on this on Saturday.
I'm gonna sign back on, bro.
Our podcast. What you say, L? Hey, L, man, if you can hear me, bro, I'm gonna mute your mic and I'm gonna pass it to you. I don't know what's going on with L, man. L's funny. He in the gym, so that's what's going on with. But when it comes to game, all right, just fall back for a hot second, L. I got you. I'm gonna pass it to you, bro. When it comes to game, y'all, right? Word association. Y'all understand there's more than one definition for game, right? First, let's just get that out the way. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to that on Saturday. But when we talking about game, due to the various meanings of game, or the more commonly accepted meaning of game, which is like playing a game or running game, right? Of course, when we talk about game, we're not talking about an actual game as it's something you're playing, right? It's just a word that we can use, right? That gives it a more robust meaning than just what it actually is, which is uncommon information. Rest in the essence to our brother Sinful to P. That's all game is, uncommon information. Right? Like my brother Red Supreme TV1 say, uncommon knowledge that you don't get from college. You hear me? I'm gonna say that again. Uncommon knowledge that you do not get from college. Game comes from life experiences, right? Game comes from somebody else bestowing upon you information. That's all game is uncommon information that is not learned or gained by what we would say traditional, right, or ordinary means of gathering information, meaning it being taught to you in the classroom format or setting. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to this game, man, game is life experience, uncommon information that you have acquired over a period of time, that you have applied or that you have went through trial and error, right? And you learn what to do and what not to do, not by cramming and reading books and memorizing stats and all this crazy stuff, right? But from actual experience, you actually lived through it. Probably had this process happen over and over again, right? And you have not perfected it, but you found ways to avoid certain situations when it comes to life experience, right? Game, right? Put you up on some game real quick, right? Which is uncommon information, right? When I was in prison, right, I wanted to perfect my speaking ability, right? And I wanted to, okay, let me take that back because like my brother L said, nobody's perfect. I wanted to improve my speaking ability to the best of my ability. So with that being said, me already being how could I say it, man? Me being a connoisseur, if you would, of the English language, especially, right? You know what I'm saying? I wanted to add more to that repertoire and keep what I already had up. So what did I do when I was in the joint? I joined, and this is a beautiful opportunity too, because it opened up so many doors for me since I've been home. I was a part of Toastmasters International and what was called the Gavel Club, right? And this was, if y'all know anything about Toastmasters International, you know what I'm saying? This is a organization that focuses on improving speech, etiquette, and interacting with other people through speech and becoming and developing public oratory skills. You hear me? It's like English, but on a 10th level. The basic learning of the structure of English language, grammar, sentence structure, pronunciation, and all of that stuff, right? But also the other aspect, which is the game on how to talk, how to speak, how to conduct yourself, speaking in front of crowds, speaking, you know what I'm saying, speaking in front of a large group of people. You understand? Saying, understanding and commanding and having a strong, you know what I'm saying, control over the English language and knowing how to speak properly, right? And through the Gavel Club, Toastmasters International, I became a certified public speaker and a certified orator or a certified, what was it called? I got to look for it somewhere in here, but I got that, you know what I'm saying? And so what I'm saying when it comes to this game, to game, of course I could read a book on English and learn how to do proper sentence structure and enunciation, pronunciation, you know what I'm saying, grammar, you understand what I'm saying, learn about all things to do with the English language, you know what I'm talking about, as far as like past tense, present tense, past tense, present perfect, and all that type of stuff, right? Yeah, that's the structure, but the game comes in on the different situations you could be in, or you know what I mean, and applying your speech and your knowledge of the English language, you know what I'm saying, to you know, get ahead in life, or to, you know what I mean, create relationships on a professional level, right? Especially when it comes to being able to speak to other people. I don't know if y'all knew this or not, but being able to speak to a lot of people at the same time and keep their attention, it takes skill to do that. Something you have to be learned and studied in, something you have to be put up on game about. Because you can sit up here and learn about English all day, but it's a lot of people who can teach you English, right? Got the ability to, but they ain't got no game on how to deliver that fluently, cohesively to large groups of people. That's the game. Yeah. You know the difference now? Is that somewhat of a explanation of the difference to you? I know I talk real fast,
We caught it.
If you listen a little faster, you better hear what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm gonna pass it to my brother King Els and have him expound a little bit on what it is as far as what I just said as well.
Right. Can y'all hear me? Am I good?
You good. You good.
Perfect. Yeah. Nah, you said it perfectly. And that Toastmasters, I actually got to attend a couple events when I worked at Chase. And I did it with Alliance Data when I was in management and corporate. So that's a great program. Like you said, it really teaches you to on that stage. And I seen some of the smartest people that they freeze up and do boring ass speeches, but
Hey, L, whatever you do it, bro, it'll be, if it's possible for you to like go somewhere stationary, it seems like you move.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, just stand still while you talking, man.
No, I got it. All right. But yeah, so it's when you're giving a speech, it's more than just being able to talk. It's about the way that the fluctuation of your voice, the way that you tell the story, the way that you drag your words, your pauses. They talk about strategic pause. Sometimes you gotta let the crowd get engaged by just being quiet. Sometimes silence gives you that little time to really get your thoughts and then go to the next spot or wherever your speech is going. And just being engaging with the crowd. You can normally tell if you're losing the crowd a little bit. So that's when you gotta learn to engage in the crowd. And that's kind of when we talk about being an MC and a performer, it's nothing different. Like being somebody that can control a meeting. We've all had people that get up on that stage and whatever business that we do, and be like, oh man.
Hey, L, man, we can hear you. L, stop. We can hear you, bro, but it's like so muffled and distorted.
You can't, man. I don't know. I'll fix all my sound.
Now, see wherever you doing right now, stay right there because you sound crispy.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't doing nothing different, but yeah, no, I'm just saying when we talk about the business aspect of speaking and being able to speak to anybody, that also ties into the confidence that we talked about earlier.
Right.
Because you have to have that confidence that you're able to control whatever you want to say and put it in that format and get whatever your point is across to that person that you want to. What I said, we're always selling ourselves. This is a marketing. Right. We're always marketing ourselves to the next person to make sure that we can get wherever we want to go. So just think of it like that. When I took marketing classes, that's one thing we say. We think of marketing. Oh, this just no. You market yourself every day with the way that you display what you do. So that goes to business speaking, whatever it is. So just think about that. And whenever you ranking yourself, the one thing I'm gonna say, your ranking doesn't fucking matter because it's how other people view you. So long as you stay consistent, that's key. Consistency is key. A lot of people don't realize that. Like they think, oh, I had a hot year. I could just talk about that hot year and had nothing but down years after. No, consistency is what people gravitate towards. Like Virgil's been doing this show for every day for over 6 months now, I want to say. And the consistency
almost a little over 5.
Yeah. Right. So the consistency is key. And that's what makes things better because and one thing I want to do touch on, Virgil, you kind of put yourself back a little bit of the statement. But it's nothing wrong to try to work towards being perfect. Like he said, he wanted to perfect his linguistics. There's nothing wrong with trying to perfect it, but the what's wrong is when people think that they can perfect it. It's a difference.
Now that's game right there. See what I'm saying? That's a little nuance right there. I mean, see, game is so multifaceted, it comes in different forms. That's some game right there that L just said. Right? I didn't interrupt you, L. My fault. Go ahead, man. Keep and I also want to say, L, I appreciate you recognizing that, brother. I thank you for that. Hard work and dedication. You know what I'm saying? Consistency. That's what I'm all about. And I got to work on that in every aspect of my life. And it's a work in progress. You know, I'm talking about my man L said we all works in progress. And don't get it twisted. It's something that I got to work on and improve on a daily basis. But I appreciate you recognizing that, brother. You know what I'm talking about?
Of course, I recognize it. You my brother. So, I mean, even if you wasn't, and you was just a guy that I see you doing it on regular, for me to love, I say it's deeper when you know somebody, but it don't change as far as when I do it. You know,
Right.
because hard work is hard work, and it's got to get
Right.
its flowers. Like I had somebody that was. I seen a comment online today, like talking to somebody like, "Oh, well, what level is your music on?" Blah blah. It doesn't fucking matter. Like a level don't make you hotter than the next person.
Right.
Sometimes your connections and who you know makes you in a hotter situation or more
Right.
marketable or
Right.
puts you in a way better situation. But that don't mean that you're any better than that next person. So that's where this
That's a
ranking
fact.
system is bullshit. It really only matters to our inside mind because when it comes to everybody else, what they rank us is what we get the value off of. It's not how we rank us.
Right.
You know,
Right.
we could say we a 10 all day, but if everybody else think we a shitty person, what's that make you?
Right. Now let me stop y'all real quick. Ooh, wait, revelation. Right.
But
Hold on
before
real
I know
quick,
where
L.
you about to go.
Real quick, L. Real quick. Now think about what L just said. Right. You, of course, and there's nothing wrong with that, man. Although there is a such thing as false senses of confidence and sense of self, overinflated sense of self, which we all have been victim to before, and maybe going forward into it again here. You know, we're not perfect, but think about when we was talking about the social credit system, right? You can think whatever it is you think of yourself, and we're not saying you're wrong in thinking that, although sometimes we are. But what actually matters as far as the societal thing is what other people think about you. Now, think about when it comes to the social credit system, when what you are allowed to do in society is based strictly upon how others perceive you and how you conduct yourself in society. Now, with that being said, that's of course will have to fall in line with what has been globally accepted and what's proper etiquette and behavior at conducting yourself in society. I just want to speak on that real quick and just throw that in and to tell you how everything we talk about over here at April Talk Podcast is connected, even when we don't even realize it is. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Nah, that's real talk. I mean, because when you did talk about the social credit system, and we talked about it briefly on our show.
OG, what it do, man?
Yeah, it all ties into this because that's exactly what it is. Like, even though the topic of the show,
I just said we got cupcake in the. So then we got hold on real quick, L.
Yeah, we got a nice little. I seen it real quick.
Digging in the building. My man Ice Turner on the panel with us. My baby
Ice
Brownie.
Turner,
My baby Cupcake in the building. OG. Okay.
OG, what up?
My bad, L. Go ahead, brother.
Nah, much love to everybody. Peace, love, blessings. Hope everybody has a good
day. Everybody, man. Thank y'all for tapping in and walking with us, man.
But yeah, ultimately, it really don't matter what you think of yourself. Like, unfortunately, we have moved into this groupthink society already, whether we like it or not. And social, the social credit system, as we can call it, is what we kind of base it off of. And you can look on social media. I seen somebody, me and Virgil, we even had like a little shit. We seen somebody getting exposed, straight exposed by one of our homies.
Hell, man, your phone keep going in and out, bro.
Hold up, man. Hold up. I'm out of here. Hold up.
Lance Parker in the building. What it do, man? What's up with my brother Lance Parker, man? Click on the bell, subscribe to the page, smash that like button, man. Share your social engineer. It's a Real Talk Podcast. Podcast. We got my man Keith Nelson and we got my brother Ice Turner on the senior on the panel with us. Go ahead.
Ice Turner, what up? All right, so yeah. So basically, the social credit system is what we are noticing everything is being based off of. So at the end of the day, when we look at it, it really, like I said, we could rank ourselves wherever. You could say you a 9, 8, whatever, but if everybody else only think you a 2, unfortunately, we have moved and shifted to this groupthink society where if the group thinks you're that, that's like where your credit system is going to be and how everybody views you. And that's what we see play out on social media. And I think I was just talking about a situation where, like, somebody was kind of trashing somebody down for their music. They probably never even heard it. But, if the whole group thinks that, even though they never heard it, then you could actually be deemed and put in that category.
Right.
And it's messed up that we move like that because back in the 90s, the era we grew up in, we had to go do our research. Anybody that we kind of rock with, whether it was movies or whatever it was, we had to go seek and find ourselves. So
Right.
I think that's why we had more genuine connections, and it wasn't so easily to split up and divide us the way it is now. And it wouldn't be this whole social credit system. It would be, y'all know who the fuck I am. Like, I done put in the work. The work always speaks for itself. But the work don't matter anymore. It's a popularity contest. This ranking system is nothing to do with really where you are ranked. You could possibly do that. But if nobody believes that and nobody rocks with that or gives you credit for it, does it matter? And that's what's fucked up. And that was one thing, like, I remember Kevin Samuels used to say about, like, a woman having a degree and throwing that in a man's face. But I went, like, look, that's a great accomplishment. We'll never take that away. Anybody who graduates from college, great accomplishment.
Right.
But in certain relationships, doesn't matter.
Not all.
And that goes for a man, too. Like, if you obtain your degree, you know what I mean? Vice versa. This works on both ways. I don't want to always, I'm just giving y'all the scenario for where we play from. But like I said, put the shoe on either foot, man or woman. And, like, yeah, people will respect it, like, oh, that's dope. But what else does it mean after that to everybody else?
Right.
We just got to think about that, man. Like, this social credit system, where you rank yourself, it's all smoke and mirrors, really. All I can say is just be consistent in your work. And that's what's going to actually overpower any of that shit. Because no matter what, people going to rock with you if they see the consistent work and you doing your thing and it's valuable, they going to rock with it. So, that's my best advice. I'm going to pass it on.
That's right. Go ahead, my brother, Ice Turtle. Go ahead and speak on it, brother.
Indeed, man. I'm glad you brothers went up, man, because y'all was saying things, man, that was definitely that had me tap into my spirit, man. Because first and foremost, I mean, the game, and other aspects is spiritual, and
right.
In a sense, I believe the more godly you are, the more potent the game is, and you were speaking on etiquette. And etiquette derives from the confidence. So the more confident you are, the more proper your etiquette is. And that confidence derives from the competence.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then when you look at the game as being a spirit, when you basically walk in the game, when you basically essentially walk in the spirit of the game, and in the spirit of the game is truth, as you said earlier, and it's a spirit.
Facts.
So those two things. So it's not so much that you try to possess it; it possesses you. So then that's when you have that conversation with somebody. You got an A like or a woman. It'd be like game recognizes game. You know that saying?
Right.
So that means it's that connectivity.
It's all encompassing.
Oh yeah.
Right. Game is everything. Everything is game. Y'all gotta see. You gotta see it, and this is what it is with about it. See, and we're gonna talk about this on Saturday. See, a lot of y'all out here speaking on this terminology, like I say, with the word association. You hear the word game, you automatically thinking like Parker Brothers, like Nintendo, like Sega Genesis. You thinking like PlayStation. You thinking like at the mall on a Saturday kicking game to a girl, which is part of it, right? All encompassing, like I just said. But Y'all don't have a overall, over, inner, outer, extra standing of what it is. And to speak on something that you do not know about while thinking you do makes you an ignoramus.
Absolutely.
He or they who speak on that which they do not know, right?
Absolutely.
And when it comes to and then when it just comes to certain things, man, and just like me, it's just certain stuff you ain't gonna hear me speak on for one reason, because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Go ahead, brother.
And you know what I mean, just to add to that, going back to that potency, it's like, you hear guys talking about, well, I can do this, I can do that. They're basically, what they're essentially saying is they demand things. They demand things and they never get it. See, game is something that you command, and command a lot of times isn't so much.
Oh, I'm glad you
many
said
words.
that, brother. Ice Turner. Glad you said that, brother. Go ahead and break down. Go ahead and break it down. Because I tell people this all the time, Ice Turner. And it's beautiful when I chop it up with brothers who understand these things and let me know that there's a lot of ganged up niggas out here still.
Real rap.
Right?
Real
There's
rap.
a difference between being ganged up and being educated. You hear me? Explain the difference between commanding something and demanding something.
See, demanding something is more so jumping the hoops, or trying to jump the hoops, or trying to explain yourself. When you command it, you don't have to explain. It explains you without you really even have to say or do much. There's times I didn't even have to ask a woman for a number or whatever like that. I just pulled my phone out. I never even had to ask a woman to do anything for me.
Right.
They just kind of just knew it, just based on the character that I am, and based on how it's possessed me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I got to do this to stay in his grace.
That's a beautiful thing. I like the way you explain that, man. Short and simple. And yeah, I tell you all the time, it's a big difference. And I say words are powerful. And like I say, when we hear the word demand and command, right, through word association, we more than likely would think that they're the same thing. Oh, but they're not.
Oh, yeah.
And my brother just explained it beautifully, man. You know what I'm saying? Command. This is when you command. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between demanding attention and commanding attention. You know what I'm saying? You step up in the room and let me come up for this shit, man. You step up in the goddamn room, you understand what I'm saying, man? You commanding attention up in there. You know what I'm saying? You don't say nothing. Your presence is very seen and felt. You know what I'm saying? But seldomly heard. You hear me? You step up in the room and the temperature change, man. You know what I'm saying? You step up in the room, you command attention, all eyes on you, and you ain't even trying to have no attention on yourself, man. Charismatic, magnetic. Not a lot of people possess this to certain degrees. We all possess it, but some more so than others naturally. And it's definitely something that can be developed.
Absolutely.
Right? And that's game. You step in the room and commanding attention, that's game. Now, when you step in the room and you got to demand attention, you know how some of you niggas is, man. Especially, we're going to get on you niggas, man. Y'all step up in the room and you're loud. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't necessarily got to be talking. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all be wearing just exuberant outfits and all this accessories and stuff nowadays and all this crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're seen, you're heard without making a noise. You know what I'm talking about? Or, people come, y'all know the type of people that like to be heard and whatever, that's demanding attention, man. You know what I'm saying? That's because you trust something that you're trying to get. You know what I'm saying? Something you're trying to convince somebody. So when you demanding something, you like we're trying to convince somebody something.
Right there. See, the difference between demand and command. See, demand is you're trying to get something. Command is you already know you have it. It's already there. It's already.
Like I say all the time, brother. You're right. Like I say all the time, brother, man. It got to be in you, not on you. Right. So when it comes to this gang, man, it got to be in you, not on you. Now, right? This is what I will say. We all have this naturally, but due to certain situations, circumstances, the way we was brought up, right, is going to determine how this game manifests. You hear me? If it manifests outside of its dormant state at all, pay attention to the word dormant.
That
You
was a
know what I'm
major
saying?
key right there, y'all.
You know what I'm talking about? Now we dropping heavy game right now. You hear me? So if you ain't got it, you ain't gonna get it. Especially if you don't do the necessary things like soaking up game from those who've been through the experience, not necessarily something that they analytically learn. Maybe they in the sense of, you know, education. You hear me? So like I say, knowledge, like my brother Red say, knowledge that you don't get from college. You hear me? You have to actually experience this stuff to know it. And a lot of y'all speaking on this game and y'all ain't got it. Not that you don't have it, you don't got it. Understand the difference between getting something and having something. This is why I tell y'all to study etymology. Right? Game, man. I know you niggas be mad out there trying to talk about stuff. Listen here. You're not qualified to speak on it because you ain't got it. You have it. You just ain't got it. Meaning that you possess the ability to exude and exemplify and personify game. But if you don't develop it, for whatever reasons it doesn't, many, you ain't gonna have it. So you have an understanding of what it is, but you know what I'm saying, you don't know what it is for real. From an experience standpoint, meaning that you ain't been through nothing to develop or go through an experience to develop or learn what that game out of that situation was, which is the uncommon information. You hear me? That's all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? And this is a beautiful conversation. Like I said, you know, I'm still the infinite mind of my brother King Els. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna pass it to King Els. And we're gonna take a hold on. This is what we're gonna do, y'all. We're gonna do this right here. We're gonna do one for the men too, so don't trip. Y'all know we keep it fair and balanced. But since we gentlemen, it's ladies first. You did what I'm saying, man. I'm gonna hit Cam up one time, y'all. Since we gentlemen, it's ladies first. You understand what I'm saying, man? I love y'all ladies. I know y'all be mad and stuff, getting all in your little feelings and stuff sometimes, man. But you know, I love y'all to death. This is why I'll be on what I'll be on. Like I said, if I didn't care, man, listen, I wouldn't say a goddamn thing. You hear me? So much more of the stuff we could be talking about. But we're gonna listen here. This is modern women delusion of rating themselves. Right? Let's go.
Who wanna go first?
That's a fact.
They talking about modern women.
I just said that.
Yeah.
And let me speak on this real quick again. You know, us men, although some of you niggas have a very difficult time keeping it 100 about yourself, right? A lot of you dudes have become, like I say, man, and I don't mean no offense to anybody, just think about what I'm talking about in general here. A lot of you niggas have become the bitch. Psychologically. You hear me? You niggas, this is why I come up with the term. Now, mind y'all, and this is just me being fair across the board, keeping it 100, man. I haven't heard or seen this phrase, I haven't heard or seen this anywhere as far as like being an actual meaning or something. So this is why I said I'm going to take credit coining this phrase, although I could be wrong. And if proven to be so, I would more than no problem. But I've looked and trust me, this is not even like a correct or it's not like a professional term. It's something that I came up with: psychological transgenderism. Right? A lot of you niggas and a lot of you broads, psychological transgenderism, meaning that you have become psychologically like that of the opposite sex or gender, right? And a lot of you niggas have become the bitch, psychologically, mentally, ideologically, in that y'all think like women and y'all, perceive the world through the eyes of how a female or woman would. Oh my God. And it's a reason for that, right? It's a reason for that. So it's not like I'm just sitting here I'm just saying, expound on that. There's a reason for that. We ain't gonna get into that tonight because that's not the topic of tonight's show. But it's reasons for that. A lot of y'all know because these are some of y'all's talking points that y'all use in these peel spaces and all that crazy, whack, corny shit, man. That we in the real world don't ever use in our vernacular or nomenclature. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? So, you know
Nah,
what I
that's
mean?
real talk though. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, though, y'all, man.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I mean? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and listen to this though, man. We're gonna get
Facebook,
to the fellas too.
hey, Facebook is the worst for that though. Facebook,
Yes.
Facebook. I don't know what be going on with the niggas on Facebook, but
Fly Town 614, my brethren, what's good with you, man?
oh, them Facebook niggas be the worst. Like that shit be crazy too, and they even use words like sis and all this shit to niggas. Not talking to chicks, to niggas. Like, bro, come on, bro. Like, even if you try to be funny and tough, like, bro, you sounding broke wrist over there, which to each his own. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
What you eat don't make me shit, but
Right.
yeah, bro, it's giving off a lot of different vibes, a lot of young thuggish type vibes. Like, y'all
Right.
niggas want to be gangsters, but y'all also want to wear a skirt.
Like, come
You know what I
on,
mean?
man.
A bunch of young thug dudes. You know what I mean?
You gotta pick. You gotta pick. When it comes to that, you gotta pick a side, man. You can't be both, man.
Hey man, they look, they trying to create that Omar off the wire image and shit.
Look at the indoctrination, and man, listen, man. You just gave me an idea, L.
Oh shit.
Definitely gonna have this conversation sometime next week, man.
Yeah,
Psychological. I think I kind of did. I do a show on it already.
we probably have, man. But like he said, man, we talk on both sides. Like, I know y'all like women think like we only talk about women and shit. Like it's probably because y'all only tune into the frequency when those conversations going on. Because I heard some women say that. I'm like, nah, you got it all wrong. Because
Right.
we definitely tap on both sides very heavily.
Right.
Because our thing is about holding people accountable. Like
Right.
you even catch us catching ourselves, and sometimes like that, you know, I be doing that too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you can hold the mirror up, that's when you can advance in life. Like when Virgil talking about game, and he said soaking up game elevates game. That right there, when he talked about manifesting, all of that, it all ties into each other. And the one who don't listen, yeah, I mean, you got niggas that could get bitches or get money or do all this, but can you really expand on that if you don't listen to the game of the people that's already walked that path?
Right.
And can show you how to take it to the next level.
Right.
Now, some people can ultimately just come up on it, learn it themselves, stumble upon it. I'm not saying it can't happen like that, but for the majority of us, the other 90% that has to pick it up from somewhere, game has to come and you have to listen to it. And it's always around you, whether you're learning something from a success or a failure. Because some people laugh at other people's failures, which is dumb as fuck. What you need to be doing is analyzing what that failure was, what that person did to fail, so you don't make the same mistake. And that's the difference in having game and like people just wanting to be fucking clowns out here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because everybody gonna fail. You're gonna fail more than you succeed. It's just the cycle of life.
Right.
Well, that's at least if you taking risks to better yourself. Right. Some people get complacent and stay in the same place their whole life, and then they probably don't. Oh, I don't fail. Well, nigga, you've been doing the same shit for the last 20 years. Like, shit. I mean, sometimes
you ain't never tried you ain't never tried nothing, so you could possibly potentially fail, and which means you ain't learning nothing if you're not failing. Right? When I say this, don't you know? Because I know a lot of you. Like you psychological gender ass niggas, y'all gonna take this and think about it like a broad to just apply to everything, no. Right? You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely.
I like the way my brother L just put that though, man. For real. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because even though I was talking, because think about it, even though I was talking about consistency is key, it's also so it's two sides of that coin. Yes, consistency is key,
right?
But being stagnant is also a hindrance too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you got to also understand the other side of that term, consistency.
Right.
You know, because being stagnant,
I mean, and you know what? If you don't ever want to move up, whatever. To each his own.
Yeah,
Most
I
of
mean
us,
that's fine.
most of us are seeking to get better always.
Right.
Like a lot of a lot of us seek to
Indeed.
get better all the time. Like we always seeking some type of knowledge to, just to make us better people somehow, some way.
Right.
Whether we get it or we don't, a lot of us still seek it out. And that's the difference. Be consistent, but also try to seek to get better while you being consistent. You don't
Right.
have to change up your process, and maybe you can add on or take away whatever. Maybe you don't have to change nothing. Maybe your business model or whatever model that you are putting out there is working perfectly. But that
Right.
don't mean you still can't improve yourself while in the process.
That's a fact.
And that's what we talking about there,
Right.
So
Right.
that's the difference.
Right. Yeah, it's nothing wrong with being good at whatever place you're at in life. You feel me? If that's where you're comfortable at and you feel like everything as far as your needs is met and you don't, so there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But some of us, have been in have this innate, I don't want to say it's a desire, but this drive to just, achieve more. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. And this is why I said, this is why I spoke on the social credit system, because if you want to go ahead and get a job where you make 60,000 a year and you live a regular, what we call an average life, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with that at all. That's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? That's the majority of us. You know what I'm saying? But there's some of us who want to achieve more, and there's nothing wrong with that. And as far as consistency go, I think when it comes to consistency, like with the difference between command and demand and have something and got something, when you have it and you got it, so there's also a difference between being consistent and being complacent. And the two often get confused. You hear me? Complacency and consistency also often get confused. So you want to make sure, especially if you want to achieve more, that you understand, matter of fact, over, inner, outer, extra, stand the difference between being complacent and being consistent. Now, there's nothing wrong with being complacent. Understand that. Complacent has a negative aspect to it and a positive aspect to it as well, just as everything else in this reality. It's just all about what you focus on. You can be complacent in some negative fuckery, non-progressing, stagnant stuff, or you could be complacent in you achieved a certain status and you put your work in and you like, this is where I'm at and I'm good. That's beautiful.
That could be retirement. You know what I mean?
Beautiful. Right? It's a beautiful thing.
Exactly. So you want to be content in who you are,
right,
as a man, but you don't want to be complacent in the station that you're in.
Right. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a beautiful fact, man. I'm loving this conversation tonight, man. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to listening to this, though, man.
Am I the only one that can't hear it?
Say what?
Are you playing something?
Yeah. Oh, y'all can't hear it?
Nah.
Oh, my fault. I'm tripping, man. I forgot that I'm doing my bad, y'all. I apologize about that.
It's all good, bro.
I was thinking like, hold on, we taking a moment of silence for a small comic break.
My bad. I apologize about that, y'all, man. I'm not it's not me. You know what I'm talking about?
Let's take a moment of silence for
like that might take a couple of points off for some people, or it might increase. Who knows? But I've got to accept that as a man. Yeah, I've got to accept my station, the fact that maybe I was less blessed genetically than others or more blessed genetically than others or whatever. And I've got to just do what I can to improve. I feel as though women, regardless of whether they're big, small, tall, dark, white, whatever, there's a sense of like, I deserve some kind of like a high value man or a high value partner or whatever, like hence why you were talking about the 80-20 rule, why the vast majority of women go for the same couple of dudes.
Yeah.
So there is a sense of entitlement there.
Yeah.
If you're all going for the same guys, not all of you are going to get the same guys, obviously. So some of you guys need to kind of take stock and be like, well, maybe I'm not cut out for that kind of guy, or whatever. You know, let me find someone in my station, in my wheelhouse, in my category.
So what about you? What do you think?
The only thing I'd add is why do girls think all their friends are hot? Every girl I met-
They are.
It's because they are, right? We're gonna get back to that. You know what I'm saying? Due to copyright purposes, y'all, we gotta dissect and chop stuff up. You know, YouTube, they new guidelines. Y'all better read them new guidelines, man. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? That kind of expounds on what you know. Hey, y'all heard what she said. Why do y'all tell y'all friends or tell y'all friends they're hot? She said because they are. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, that's something that y'all do. Y'all will not be honest with y'all's friends, man. You feel me? Ladies, y'all more than welcome to come on the panel and expound on this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play a little bit from the video, play a little bit more of the video, and we're gonna get straight to it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's a funny thing. It's a funny topic, and because it like takes me back to our youth and our childhood.
Yeah.
We used to be like, hey, you know what I mean? We're gonna get a 2-spot popping or a 3-spot, whatever it was.
You feel me? You understand me, man? Hey, hold on real quick, man. We might have to go in on this tonight too, man. Listen.
It takes me back to my childhood on that.
Man, y'all, man. See, and this is what we call game right here, which a lot of you niggas. Listen, let me, man. Listen. Right?
Right.
I know you niggas ain't got. That's why when I sit back like I was earlier today in the gym and I'm just listening to various cornball ass niggas talk about game like they actually know what they talking about. Right? Like they actually know what they're talking about. I'm in the sauna just listening to these niggas like, man, this is terrible, man. You hear me? You got goofy ass niggas who clearly is cornball, lame, no getting broad ever in their life, non-select ass niggas talking about game like they actually know what it is, right? And I don't mean they don't know what it is from like don't know what it is. I mean they know what it is, but they don't know what it is.
So,
you hear me?
Right.
And I'm just listening, man, and I'm like, man, come on, man. Like, you understand what I'm saying, man? When we got my man Uncle Diggity in the building, man. It had me so weak, and I'm just sitting here like, man, this is what's wrong with you niggas, man. Y'all niggas critique it because y'all know what it is, but and this is where the mental aspect come in. Y'all know what it is, but you know you ain't got it. So the only thing you can do, like a broad, is lash out at it mostly and try to critique that which you do not know, and ain't even try to understand. Because the person who actually got the game and you know what it is and you seeing it personified, you hear me? The so-called Pookies and Ray Rays. I hate that shit. Sounds so corny to me.
Yeah,
you niggas be saying that Pookie and Ray Ray shit, all that. That shit sounds so corny. And we know you ain't got no game. You know, people with game don't really talk like that for real.
Damn.
But to speak in y'all's terms, we're going to, you know, so Pookies and Ray Rays.
Who the fuck says
Ray
that?
Rays got game.
Oh man, I can't believe niggas is out here saying shit like that.
Yeah, but that
shit sound lame as fuck, don't it, man?
When
I be hearing that shit, I just be like, ah.
That's that YouTube shit, though, man. But
yeah, let's get back to this, though, man. Why y'all think all y'all friends is hot? Y'all will not be honest with your friend and say, look, girl, we're about to go out tonight. Why are you wearing
that? Like, this nigga's already taking an L for the team. Like
I'm telling you right now, nigga, we going out and you got a whack fit on, niggas is going to let you know, like, bruh, your jeans too tight.
Hey, bro, like, yeah.
Bruh, take the fanny pack off. Nigga. You're not stepping out with us with a gut. I don't give a fuck if it's Louis Vuitton, nigga. Take that shit off, man.
Bro, hey, that's
OG, the most corny ass terminology and nomenclature, you nigga. That's why I say us real ones here. We about to shut all this shit down, man.
Oh man,
Right.
This shit gotta go.
not the fanny
You
pack.
niggas had to run, man. It was y'all have to know at some point in time, real niggas was gonna come take this shit over, man. Everything else, man. Y'all have to know this, man. Slowly but surely, though. Slowly but surely.
It is a
It
satchel.
would be best and conducive for everybody if you would just work
Oh,
with us,
shit.
and because we want to work with you. Listen, y'all goofy ass niggas that have been to school and all that stuff. With my plethora of knowledge that I got, it can always be added onto more. It's stuff that y'all don't know that y'all could put me up on game about.
I guess
It's so much better if we just work together versus people, you know what I mean? Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be beating on this damn game if you ain't got it, man.
Oh,
And the key way of telling you ain't got no game is if you have a horrible history, if any, with women.
oh shit. Not the satchel though.
Cause see, you niggas that ain't got no game think that game is all about broads.
Oh shit. Hey.
Contraire, mon frere. You hear me? Let's listen to this right here because this is about to get interesting. Let's go. So, you know, a lot of y'all be hating on this girl, Pearl. You know, I see her for what she is, and I don't blame her like I don't blame any of these other broads and you son ass niggas, right?
Pearl's
Do your thing,
cool.
baby. Do your thing, baby.
I don't got no.
All of my friends are hot. I attract people.
Talking to the mic.
Oh yeah. Well,
No, y'all looking
yeah, I
at the
think
girl who said that.
That's
Speaking to the
evidence
mic.
that girls don't
Thank you.
judge themselves accordingly to how they look.
Could you ask the question again?
So the question is, do you think most girls think they're hotter than they are?
Yes.
Why?
Yes. Y'all think that's a fair question to ask?
I want
I
to see.
think so.
Yeah, I
Go
think
ahead, L. We're gonna go L. Then we're gonna go to our brother, Sir. I like that name, man. For real, man.
Respect.
Ice Turner, not Ike Turner, man. Ice Cold.
that's fine.
Senior though.
Little rap.
We're gonna go to my man L, then we're gonna go to my brother Ice Turner, then we're gonna talk, then we're gonna to the next talk. Let's go.
No, it's just, I mean, it's a falsified sense of, whatever you want to call it. But, I guess it is what it is. But, like I said, it took me back to my childhood when you said that. Because the first thing I thought of is, when we used to have those two spots and this, we'd be like, you're a cute friend, right? Yeah, you got my cute friend. And then she pull up and I look at my homie like, damn, bro, you got to take one for the team tonight.
One for the team, man. That's how a lot of you niggas ain't there. See, this is what I'm saying right here. I gotta come back up for this, and I'm gonna pass it back to L real quick. I'm gonna speak in this aspect real quick. Look, a lot of you niggas, right? Y'all ain't even take one for the team, man.
Never was even in that type of position.
Like not even. I mean, because so when it come to bras, a lot of y'all, man, when it come to that aspect of game, that's the aspect game that y'all really don't know about it in shows. We can see it, man. I can tell most of you niggas, because when y'all speak on game, y'all speaking from the aspect of dealings with women, and y'all not good at it. We can tell. I mean, we can tell, bro. We can tell by looking at you, by listening to you, and then when we look at you, we can tell, like, bro, come on. You don't need to be speaking about anything to do with broads, bro.
Right.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Tell that nigga to talk about fighting in the club or something.
Yeah,
shit.
man. Talk about fucking something else. Talk about that what you really know about. When it comes to these broads, a lot of you niggas need to shut up. And I mean that. I don't mean that from no place of like I'm just rah, right? Like I'm just the end all be all because I'm not. But one thing for sure, two things for certain. I know these women, man. I know. And that's because I've had lots of experience with them, so I can speak on it. And that's why when I listen to you niggas and I hear y'all talk about women, I can tell, just like L can tell, right? Just like my, my man Ice Turner could tell, my man Red, we could tell, man. We could tell you niggas, we could tell if we was all in the same room. Let's say we had the 4 spot cracking, right? I'm gonna take it back to Downman. Just say we had the 4 spot cracking. Most of y'all's the type of nigga who, if we had the 4th spot and we asked you to fill the spot, like the chick just would not be interested. And then most of y'all niggas is the niggas that when we did have a 4th spot, right? And say you have been on one before or whatever, they commonly know us all. Let's say we're gonna take it back to the day from school, right? Because this is where the game, especially with women, starts to develop. You hear me? You know, this is where that whole non-select thing originates from. High school. I would even say middle school, but high school to be exact, right? A lot of you niggas was that nigga who was like, hey, and I say this all the time, L, this is a lot of you are these type of guys, man. Yeah, man, we chilling. It's a Friday night, you know, we kicking it. You know what I'm saying? School out for the weekend, whatever. We talking about go to the mall, get the new J's, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We go to the mall, man. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the situation is. We chilling. The chicks call the phone, or the pager. Beep, 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 beep. Back in our day, pager. Beep, beep, beep.
The pager beep.
Yeah. Page come through. You call her back on the phone, like, yeah, what's up? Like, yeah, you know, man, it's me. I got 3 of my girls over here. We trying to come kick it. Who all over there with y'all? You know, we popping. You know, we ganged up at a young age. We dealing with girl. We getting our experience. We charismatic and magnetic. You know what I'm talking about? But it's always that one guy who's not, but we cool and we fuck with him though, because whatever, right?
Right.
So so they like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, who all over there? Yeah, it's me, it's Els. We got Ice over here. You know what I'm saying? Then we got so and so. We got. Let's say we got Joe over here. This most of you niggas, a lot of you niggas is this nigga Joe, man. Joe. Nah, don't bring him. You ain't got nobody else.
Oh shit!
Looking ass niggas. A lot of you are Joe ass niggas, man.
Oh, shit.
We call him here too.
Oh, don't bring him ass niggas. Bring anybody but him. Ass niggas. I'm safe to say, and I know this for a fact, I've never been that guy. I've been the guy to be like, yeah, bring Virg.
Yeah.
Bring him.
Shit, my ass is like liable not to even show up. I'm
yeah, man. I just wanted to speak on that real quick. I didn't mean to derail the conversation. I'm gonna pack it back to you, L.
No, it was on target because it all circulates. Right. But that's really where I wanted to leave it at, because it all speaks for itself. Like certain situations, like you said, certain things that I wouldn't talk on. Like y'all see on the show with Virg, he go down his rabbit hole. I can't even go down there. That's not my expertise. I'm gonna just let Virg do his thing. Right. Know when to back off, and then when I could talk, and then I might ask questions to get a better understanding. But when it go to certain shit, like I just gotta let Virg cook. You know what I mean? Because that's his realm.
And likewise, I'm gonna give y'all a case in point. When we did the Passport Bro show last week, you know what I'm saying? How to holler at a brawl by a brawl. You know what I'm talking about? I had to fall back and listen, because L is way more traveled internationally than I am. I had to fall back and let that brother, because he know more than us. He's been overseas as a single man and as a man who's in a relationship. So he got way more game and info to give y'all on that than me. You know what I'm saying? I trust his knowledge on that because I know L. You hear me? Let me just say that.
Yeah. Hey, you ever need to know where to go, how to go, and I'm gonna point you in the right direction for sure. Like, and that's what makes everything work, is that we're willing to listen.
Right.
That's what we talk about game, and that's why the game always is going to expand, because we don't go into it with a closed mind and thinking like, because a lot of y'all rank yourselves in your mind so high that y'all think y'all better than people, so y'all don't have to listen and learn from people, and that's where it becomes a hindrance.
Right.
Like I said, with the confidence, it's always good to have confidence, but
Right.
don't make your confidence hindrance to where you want to be and how you want to be. Because once you start to get to that point where you don't want to listen to people, you think you're right all the time, you think you can't learn anything, then that's where the game is lacking. That's where you not soaking it. Because like I said, you could take game from something. Somebody could say something that's completely wrong. You could take some game out of that to know that that shit is completely wrong instead of just always attacking that shit. And the thing is, a lot of niggas just want to talk.
Right.
And then that's where they be coming to that broad level where they start to gossip.
Oh my God, chatty patty.
Yeah, we getting all that.
Feminine. Hey, listen, y'all. Feminine nomenclature and vernacular. You niggas is out here talking about throwing shade and shit. You niggas is out here talking about, oh my God, y'all just using female vernacular, and it's just terrible, man. Horrible. And I really wish y'all would stop, man. And these are the same niggas that got the nerve to sit up here critique. Same nigga throwing shade like a bitch, talking about some goddamn game about these bras like you actually know what you talking about, man.
Exactly.
Knowing good and damn hell well you ain't never been chose by the bitch in your life, man. Not even in middle school, man.
always
Shut up. Please be quiet, man.
They never did no pimping, just a rest haven. That's all it is.
Listen, I'm talking about this nigga ain't had pussy since pussy had him.
Yeah, shit.
And it's a difference, y'all. It's a difference. It's a difference between getting pussy and getting pussy.
Talk to him.
And only a nigga with some game would know the difference. And this is what I want to say too. The reason a lot of you niggas critiquing game is because y'all ain't got it. Because if you got it, like my brother Red said, see, we get it. See, us niggas with this game understand. We understand what it is. It's universal. You niggas that think it means this and this and this and that, that's because y'all ain't got it. You ain't gonna get it.
Nigga talk about sipping tea. Yeah, bro, go sip that tea over there, my nigga. Like,
yeah, sipping. You nigga, yeah, Uncle Diggity, man. You niggas sipping tea, throwing shade. Like, what the hell?
Oh shit,
niggas, man.
Not over here, man. Not over here. Oh man, calling niggas sis and shit. Oh
man. Sitting up here talking to girls and they saying, bro, listen. No, women, that word bro is not allowed over here. Able to talk out of a woman's mouth. Women don't talk like that.
Oh man.
Now you can call me my brother, brethren, but bro, come on, bro. No, not at all. And that's what all of y'all dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta start, y'all gotta start checking that shit at the door, man. You hear me?
Definitely better not be by no chick that you trying to smash. I hope you ain't calling you bro and you trying to smash. No, that's just some weird shit. It's funny you even brought that up because I thought it like I've been out the game for a while, y'all. So I just be thinking of certain shit that be popping up. And it's so funny you said that because I thought about that, like, bro, if a chick calls you bro, either you are completely friend zone or I don't even know. Like, I couldn't imagine a bitch calling me bro and me being attracted to her after she keep calling me bro.
Like, what's like a chick you smash calling you bro? Like, nah, you're not my sister.
Like,
I smashed you.
Like, I don't even hear that shit.
Y'all gotta relax with that shit. That could be a topic of discussion too.
If we just
this also applies for us men too, though. Right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, you see how we keeping it fair and balanced, man. You know what I'm saying? Versus with y'all, with women, and this ain't even a race. This is universal amongst women, man. Like y'all will not. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna sit up there and have our nigga. You know what I mean? Yeah. Although we still, you know what I'm saying, we got the 4 spot. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna still try to get the homie some cheeks though. But we know he an old corny ass nigga. We still gonna try to come up on game though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't gonna have y'all's girl who y'all know is not as attractive around y'all with y'all, man, when it comes to a group of guys. Like, you're not about to be like, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no, it's not no female version of taking one for the team.
Exactly.
That's a hell exclusively for us men. See, that's one of those things, man. That's one of those things, man. You feel me? Where, it apply for us, but don't apply for y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Like, Man, I'm about to play a little bit more of this clip right here, man. Let me put it up on the screen real quick again, man. Tap in, walk with us, y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. Real Talk Podcast, E.N.E Tuesdays. I got my brother King Els in the building, as always, usual. And I got my brother, you know what I'm saying, Ice Turner Sr. in the building. You know what I'm saying? He's
already
a new addition to the Real Talk family. He's been tapping in, you know what I'm saying, these past few weeks, and we appreciate the support, bro.
Indeed, man. You know, real recognize real.
You already know, man, and that's game, man. Game, recognize game.
All day.
And just like my brother Reb is saying, you don't hear us sitting up here, you know what I mean, talking about, because I mean, and it's not even a topic for discussion, because corny, goofy niggas, we ain't worried about small when it comes to bras, man. Like the hell, like when the fuck we ever been worried about? Man.
It's a
we're not
weird.
sitting up here talking about well, it's the educated lanes, they're getting the bras that we can't get. Like all niggas up here bad critiquing game because you ain't never got the bitch, man. You ever wonder why you didn't get the bitch, man? And that's the thing, you niggas know why, man. Y'all niggas corny and lame, and y'all know it. Y'all just don't want to accept it. Psychological transgenderism, just like much of these bras don't want to accept the truth about themselves. And y'all got to get to the core of why that is. That's a personal journey that you may have to take. You did. Give yourself to God, like my man Simple used to say.
I think it comes from a group mentality where, like, within their group, they may tell themselves things that are not true, but to comfort their feelings. So then they get the sense of entitlement that they deserve this and they deserve that. But it's females in general. It's not something that I'd say, oh, like this is a bad. I think it is a bad thing to be honest, actually. Yeah.
Now let's hear from the girls. Do you think most girls are objective, or do you think they think they're hotter than they are? Or do they underrate themselves? Go around.
Personally, I think it depends on the person, because growing up, I'm obviously not skinny. Hi, everyone. I'm not skinny. So growing up, I was never the beauty standard for anyone. So like all my friends were getting chatted up by people, blah, 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 blah. And I was just the other one, you know? So like, I never really thought of myself as an attractive person. Like I would never call myself anything more than a 4. But now, like, I don't really care about what anyone thinks about me. Like,
Stop. She's lying. Stop. She's lying. And this is how, you know, this is something that I have amassed in this area of the game that I possess, right? When I come to knowing you women, right, females, I know y'all. It ain't a woman on this planet, female on this planet, right, that absolutely does not care what other people, specifically men, think about them. I don't care what you say. It's totally against your nature to think otherwise. And see, that's the thing right there. That's the thing a lot of women just don't get. It's in your nature to care about what other people think about you.
Exactly.
You understand that?
Exactly.
Do you know that, ladies? My real women's know. That's why they carry themselves in the way they do. You did. That's why a woman combs her hair 100 times and not put it in curlers, and she goes through this same process every night. Get her ass up in that gym on a consistent basis. She watch what she eat. She watch how she carry herself, because she's concerned about what people think about her. She's a lady, which means she's a woman. You did. Yeah, you hear me? Yeah. You did. You know, huh? Let's go.
I've grown into myself, and I'm comfortable with who I am now. That, like, even if you guys call me delusional or whatever, I think I'm maybe not a 10. Let's not go that far, but like definitely an 8. So like, whether you guys think I am or not.
Oh my God, man. Hold on, man. Stop.
It only gets better.
And this is what I'm saying though, right here, right? Us men, for the most part, because you got some niggas out here who who think but they know. It's the difference between thinking something and knowing something. A lot of guys think that they're more than what they are. Now we're talking about physically now here. Some guys, for whatever reasons, right, think that they are better than what they actually are. You feel me? Meaning that you know, and although one of our attributes as a man and how we're judged or seen as a man is by our accomplishments, right? But what are those accomplishments and how were they got? You know what I'm saying? That plays a factor in factors in a lot as well too. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, us guys, we're pretty honest, and we know how handsome we are, how handsome we're not. You know, but that is not our looks is a part of what it is, but it's not the main thing that makes us attractive and right. Whereas with women, females, yeah, that's not all about what's up, but it's the major part though. When it comes to us and attraction, anyway, you know what I'm saying. So we tend to be a little bit more honest as far as our aesthetic, how we look, our physical. You know, so we know, you know what I'm saying. If you a certain type of guy, you know, and this is all, you know what I'm saying, based off of the amount of women that like initiate with you type situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We all know where we at, where we lay. We know if we just we're a handsome guy. You know what I'm saying? As far as physical, and you know. If you're gonna be honest with yourself, you know if you're old Shabba Ranks looking ass nigga, you know if you're old, you know what I mean, Biggie Smalls looking ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? By the physicality, I mean though, you feel me? But what will change that up for a guy, right, is if you're charismatic and magnetic. You know what I'm saying? See, that's when having the game come in there, you know, your looks really it's not going to be that which gets you in the door. But see, women though, although that's not the only thing that you know but the major thing is definitely how you look, right? You know what I'm saying?
And that goes back to when y'all talk about commanding.
Y'all tend to super inflate as we see this girl up here who is wider than all outside, talking about some. Even though she knows when she look in the mirror, but it's for some odd reason she still feels she's an 8. And that's okay to feel like that, right? But in the real world, like El said earlier, where we are basically what society says about us is not the thing that defines us, but to some degree it's true, right? So if you can feel you an 8 all you want, but if men ain't picking you, probably not an 8. In looks department anyway. You hear me? So,
that's why life and looks is 2 totally different rankings.
Right.
And I think that's where a lot of people go to what they feel like in life. Because that's a deflection off the looks, which is like I said, you know,
85 was good, brother.
We always going, you know, the natural deflection for most of us as humans is to deflect to what's the strong suit of what we offer. You know what I mean? And that's just human nature. It's just something that we do as humans.
Like, shout out to my brother Vernon 85, man. He sent the contribution to the situation. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my brother Vernon 85, man.
Men in pursuit of purpose was good, was good.
He said 8. He said 8. Who lowered the bar?
Right. Well, when was
you
the
niggas.
bar high?
You
yeah, I mean,
niggas.
That's a better question.
You niggas lowered the bar. That's what it is. To where this would ever in any reality think physically, because that's what we're talking about here. We're not talking about anything other than physicality when we're talking about in rating, right? We're talking about when we're talking about ranking ourselves as far as between men and women, attractiveness. We talk about how we look physically, how we look. right? And ain't nowhere in the world is this girl who just said she feels she's an 8. She's an 8.
I thought she said she was a 4.
That was the honest rating of her original true rating, but we got our goddamn Dragon Ball Z scanners on, nigga.
Yeah, but that's what we say, you know. That's the, you know what I mean. That's the reality of it. Like that's why when you do rate yourself, for one, that's like cheating or skipping a workout.
Yeah.
You only cheat yourself when you do some shit like that.
Shout out to Men in Pursuit of Purpose for saying that her feeling like an 8 is comparable to a bum feeling like a billionaire. I mean, we gotta keep it real, man. And when it comes to this type of stuff, man, us men, we just tend to be a little bit more honest. Let's just say that. All right. That's a fair ranking, Cupcake, as far as aesthetically, right? But that's where as a woman you make up for more. You make up. Well, see, physically, Cupcake's a 6, but in other aspects, that ranking goes up. You feel me? But when we talk, and nothing wrong. 6 is good. That's what most of us are. Average is fuck.
I gave myself a 6.
This is something we're gonna have a conversation about this though too, Elman. I don't understand. I mean, I understand, but it just it don't behoove me. But it just at times when I think I'll be like, when did being average become something to be frowned upon or to look at with disdain? When most of us, the overwhelmingly mass majority of us, are average as fuck.
All right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. And that's what I'm saying, Uncle Diggity. 6 is above the average me. A lot of you niggas would be lucky to get a 6. And y'all sitting here critiquing and talking about game like all you get is dimes, not knowing ain't no such thing as a dime. See, that's where you niggas just need to be quiet when y'all talk about these broads, man. Stop, man. Talk about what you actually have experienced in your life and can speak on and actually give somebody some real game about, knowledge about, put somebody on about, to where they can add on to their life and apply it, and make their situation better. A lot of you niggas is just sitting up here just talking and no solutions coming up out of that. What's the end game? What's the solution of critiquing game when you ain't got none? Like, what's the end game of critiquing something that you ain't got no experience or knowledge on? As if you do. Because at that point, you're scamming.
Don't want to be a scam artist out here. What's happening? Which is a very, it's an abundance out here. Yeah. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother
topic, a whole nother show. My man Vernon 85 said people think that's why I rock with my brother Vernon 85, man. That's people think average is the new ugly, a state of delusion. Yes. Y'all have associated being average with most of us are with being less than or ugly or broke.
No, that's because like nowadays people could put on makeup, wigs, all this shit, and then they could take themselves from a 4 to a 9 and be like, all right, but that's not real.
That's not reality. It's just not. And a lot of you niggas in the play.
Yeah, these dudes is getting spray on hairs and shit like this. And,
hey, I get a little enhancements when I go see Mr. Pringle the barber, but nothing crazy like I see some of you niggas.
Nah,
man.
I seen niggas get sewing waves and all this shit. Like, yeah, bro. It's different.
The faux locks.
Yeah, bro. It's wicked out here.
Oh my God! Like I said, y'all, you niggas have become the bitch in so many ways, man. You don't even realize it, and that's what's sad, man. That's sad. That's sad. You don't even realize it. And then, like my man L was saying earlier, y'all have allowed this stuff to indoctrinate you to accept these things as being societally acceptable and cool. Case in point, the rap game, y'all niggas, you know what I'm saying? Although our brother Jeffrey Williams has a alleged reputation in the streets of Atlanta of being a so-called hitter, allegedly. That all gets conflated and conflicted, right? When you see him on the album cover in the dress, and I'm just like, man, hold on, man. I grew up in the 90s, man. Gangsters didn't wear dresses. They didn't call men bae and boo.
Yeah.
Like,
Very
what the
conflicted.
man? And you got to understand this, y'all. Understand this. I was in a joint in 2015 and 16, right? And there's a lot of young boys coming in with, and I just was, I was like, wow, the difference.
Little tough, soft bitches.
Like, man, like, come on, man. Like, this is cognitive dissonance at its apex, at its vortex, at its pinnacle, if you would.
Little tough ass dyke.
I'm talking about you got the homeboy out of Chicago, man, Man Cabo. This nigga got the BB, the male BBL, man. Like, come on, man. Taking it to the males, the men, keeping it fair and balanced. You niggas, listen, man, and let me say this. When it comes to you as a guy, and I just don't understand. I mean, I get it, but it's just that is feminine in its nature, so feminine. To be a man and think like my hair is thinning out for whatever reason it is, I can see if you get into some hair to where you're getting a little fade, maybe a little taper, but y'all niggas be getting you let your hair grow out, your shit look like a shaved goddamn it tennis ball. You hear me? Y'all niggas will get locks in y'all hair, braids, and I'm like, y'all taking the installations too far. I don't see what a nigga getting the installation. He got the 360s, something that he naturally would have, but he might be thinning out or whatever. I personally don't see nothing wrong. But when y'all niggas take it to the point to where y'all niggas is getting the faux locks, y'all getting the beard, like, oh, y'all taking it to another level, and it becomes feminine at that point, man. Because now you put in like a lot of. And I'm not knocking because my man Mr. Pringles the barber, man, he do the enhancements. He does the man. If you want to go get your faux locks on, definitely go holler at my brother, Mr. Pringles the barber. You did? You hear me? But you know what I'm saying? When y'all, it's taking things too far. I'm saying it's feminine in its nature because now you niggas is up here in the chair. You know what I'm saying? Like the bra, you know what I'm saying? Getting sew-ins and all that crazy stuff. Getting lace front. I done seen niggas on YouTube installing lace fronts. Like, God damn, man. I'm talking about flicking the hair, like how y'all bras, how these chicks be, they be just taking pictures and they just be, and I be seeing dudes doing that. I just be like, man. I say, my lord, man. You niggas have become the bitch, man. So when it comes to ranking ourselves, right? You know what I'm saying? When it comes to us men, right, we tend to be a little bit more honest when it comes to ranking ourselves, man. Yeah, my shit start thinning out to the point to where it's just like, looking like Patch Adams, you know what I'm saying? To where you got, some of these niggas, man, be looking like they got cancer or something like that. No disrespect to anybody who has cancer.
Right.
I remove you from the cancer. I'm going to repeat that. May the Most High remove you from the cancer, not the cancer from you. Understand? Over and out, understand the difference. Right? So don't, I know y'all real sensitive nowadays. So, don't take that to where you possibly could take it. I'm just saying, y'all seen people who going through chemo, what their head look like. A lot of you niggas ain't going through chemo and y'all's head look like that. Go ahead, one-bladed. If you're going to go as far as getting the man weave, at least just get you some 360s with the taper or something, man. Don't go too far. Go ahead. Be out here looking like, looking like Ziggy Marley or something like that. Go out here looking, with the full-on drape. I done seen dudes get the beard and it's like, man, what is wrong with y'all dudes?
Hold on. You say you seen them do what? Because I know your barber work wonders up in there.
Yeah. Mr. Pringles the barber, man, he's a genius when it comes to that, though. I'm talking about, I done seen dudes get the faux beard. Nigga have the whole beard game, like no beard whatsoever. And the nigga then, I'm like, damn, this nigga got a beard now, man. Like, that nigga's tripping, man. I done seen niggas have a straight ski ball head. Now this nigga got like, oh my God, man.
They got the 360s popping.
Yeah, I give it to my baby Cupcake, man. Cupcake, hit the link and bring your ass in and show them how much of a 6 she is, baby. You hear me? Tell us what you're working with. Y'all seen Cupcake before. Cupcake is a beautiful woman. You hear me? And 6 is actually above average. Most of y'all are like 4.
4. 4.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Not even with the R. 4.
Control, man. You hear me?
Oh shit.
You hear me? Yeah, OG, you see that shit too, bro, man. That goofy ass shit. Listen here. This is the reason why I say my beard grow out, but it'll grow in full, man. You know what I'm saying? Some, you know what I mean? Some chicks like it when you got the thin boy with the nice lineup, but as far as a full beard, my beard ain't gonna grow out like to say how L's beard grows out. You feel me? He can do all that. I'm not about to go get no beard. I just rock with my clean face, you know what I'm saying, with the 2-piece, you feel me? The 2-piece, mustache with the joint right here, clean cut, looking charismatic and magnetic and handsome like
hey, you know what you gotta do to get that beard popping, right, bro?
Yeah, man. Hey, listen here, man. I done told y'all already that I'm weaning myself off of that, man. That's lascivious. You hear me? And that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, listen here, when the Most High say the you know what I'm saying, what he said when he said the fruit is good, taste thereof, or whatever the Most High said, he wasn't talking about that girl coochie, man. That was not what he was talking about, man. Not what the Most High was talking about. He wasn't talking about that girl booty, man. That's what he was talking about, man. So, I'm in the process of getting myself right. You know what I'm talking about, man. You understand me, man? I know a lot of y'all women don't want to hear that, man, but I got to be honest, man. And it's such a beautiful thing, you know what I'm talking about? But, like everything else, man, you're going to have to let go of a lot of stuff, y'all. We got to get to a point where we realize that. You know what I'm talking about, man. In order to become a better man, there's certain things we're going to have to let go of, man.
That's a good way of putting it.
Hey,
you know what I'm talking about, my brother Ice Turner, man. Come back. You hear me, Brownie, baby?
No,
I ain't got, God ain't done with me yet. He's still working. You know what y'all say? God's still working.
Hey, like we started this off, we working towards perfection.
Man. You feel me? We working towards perfection. You know what I'm talking about? See, that goes to that aspect of nobody's perfect.
Yeah, but
you did. Some of y'all ladies go ahead and hit that. I'm gonna drop the link again. We got Brownie and Cook. Come on up in here, man. Go ahead and speak on this, man. Why? How do you rank yourself? We got Cupcake in the building, who I will tell y'all is a very slim, petite, beautiful 6. I will totally agree with her when she said that. She's a beautiful woman. I've been knowing her all my life. She's been beautiful all I know her. Any of you niggas will be more than willing to rock with her. Brownie will be on the show Thursday. Brownie is a very nice looking girl. You hear me? You know what I'm talking about? And I just like when chicks just be honest. And if you want to come up, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna end the show at like 9:15 because I know I gotta get up out of here, man. We're gonna go 9:15, 9:20 at the latest. You know what I'm talking about? No rush. If you don't, y'all know when I listen here, ladies, when I be saying y'all come up on here, I'll be dead ass serious though. But you really ain't got to. No pressure. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of y'all be talking like y'all pressure. So y'all gotta come on here and show us. You know what I'm talking about? See, real ones, we came up. You hear me? I want y'all to understand, and I'm gonna do a show on this too. I've been thinking about this. You hear me? The importance of camming, the importance and significance of camming the fuck up. Man. Right? And I know a lot of y'all feel some type of way about that. We're gonna touch on that here at a later date, but yeah, we're gonna get to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, and we're gonna get to it like we used to. You did.
Can you close the
hear
door?
me? But when it comes to ranking ourselves, I'm gonna take this off the screen, man. We done listening to this. Notice how the British people over there mimicking everything we doing over here. This shows how pervasive this thing is. It's a good thing that is being discussed on the various platforms that it is, though, man. But to bring proper structure and order, man, it has to be set in place, man. We gotta get back to that because we got a lot of people speaking on stuff that they ain't got no goddamn business talking about. as if they do, which is, you know what I'm saying, the blind leading the blind and nothing from nothing leading to nothing. Nothing is something. Did I know that, man? Did I know that nothing is something? Right?
Look, I'm back in the kingdom.
Brownie, what's up, baby?
All right, we back.
How are y'all?
How you doing, Brownie? Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Hey, y'all, I'm Brownie.
Brownie gonna be on the show on Thursday for Ladies Night. We're gonna chop it up. You know, so I'm gonna sit up there and pick her brain because, you know what I'm saying, she's an up and coming, you know what I'm saying, female, you know what I'm saying, content creator, and we're gonna pick her brain on some of this stuff that's going on. But I'm gonna say this, you know what I'm saying, and this ain't gotta mean nothing to nobody, right? Feel me? But I, you know what I'm saying, have an eye for talent, and I know it when I see it. You hear me? So that's the reason why, main reason why I'm having Brownie come up. But we're gonna get into a lot of other stuff too. So Brownie, where do you rank yourself, and how do you rank yourself if you do, which we know you do because you're a woman?
How I rate myself, honestly, I be going outside and comparing myself to people like that's in my surrounding area. So when I go to the store, I tend to compare myself to the people that's in the store. And I tend to compare myself to people like in regular life. And then I figure out like, where I rank there. Now I worked in the beauty industry, so I'm more aware of like certain things. So like I don't think that like, I'm super attractive. Like I think I'm like a 5'6". Like, no.
And that's what I'm saying. And I agree, right? Now some people, and this is what I'm saying, Brownie, Cupcake, right? This is what make, in my opinion, chicks like Cupcake and chicks like Brownie, you know, more than, and I like the honest rate in the 6, you know what I'm saying? Look wise, yes, but what makes it more than that is the other stuff that add to it, just the non-tangible, so to speak. You feel me? And this is what, you know what I'm saying, a lot of y'all chicks don't be honest about with y'allself because y'all going off of things that basically sometimes what us men judge off of each other off of, and we going off of looks, but once the looks get us, which average looks definitely can get the majority of us, especially if it's kept up, you know what I'm saying? Then when we get to actually know you, then that's when we can be like, oh, you know what I'm saying, she might be an average looking, decent looking chick, but what make her a bad dime to us is everything else, the non-tangibles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's all about that substance. That substance, you know? That could add on a couple more points to substance.
And just like with us men, with y'all women, like with us men, with y'all women, it got to be in you, not on you. So you could be an average looking chick, 5'6", like Cupcake or Brownie, right? But we can see that in you. See what make you more than that is what we can see is in you. It got to be in you. It can't be on you. And a lot of you bras got it on you and not in you. What say you, Brownie?
Oh, you know, I wanted to add something. I was actually reading this article and it was talking about attraction like a couple of days ago. And it was talking about how like compared to like a supermodel look or like to like an average looking, like more attractive, like a woman that's more average looking, but on the more like the higher attractive scale of more average looking, she's going to be more approachable than a supermodel type of look because she's going to have like an air of familiarity. I can't say that word. But she's going to have that familiarity that's going to make her more approachable than like somebody that looks super, super attractive like a supermodel would.
Yeah. A chick who doesn't take herself too serious.
Exactly.
Who doesn't think she's more than what she actually is, so to speak. Right? And that's so attractive, right? Nothing draws us men more to a woman who doesn't think she's more than what she actually is. And a lot of y'all have a super inflated sense of yourself. And it's so attractive when a female knows who she is. Right? That's one of the reasons why I got respect for this Pearly girl. She don't be sitting here talking this shit she talking, and on top of that saying like she a bad bitch. She knows she old pasty looking average ass white bra, man. She's still milking you niggas down. You hear me? Right. We're gonna get to that on Thursday with Brownie.
And it goes back to like what y'all was talking about, like the difference between how you could command a room, right? Or you try to demand in a room. When you command the room, like it's in you. That's something. Yes, it can be taught, but for the most part, it's something that's just natural. Like you walk in the room, people notice your aura is glowing. You just feel great. You ain't gotta have no jewelry on, but you shining bright. I mean, it's a difference. Like we all seen those type people. You know, some of us have been that type person or are those type people, and you know, it's a difference, you know. So, and like you said, dude, you got the people that come in and just want to be loud, maybe wearing loud clothes and bring attention to them. Thus, the enhancements and such that we just spoke on, which is a total different approach. Now, yes, it does garner attention, but it garners a different kind of attention.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then that goes into the way that you want people to approach. And then we could go down a whole rabbit hole on that, like how you dress, how the approach is, how the expectations lead after that. It's a whole circle that happens just off of that type introduction. Like I said, we all marketing ourselves. So the way that we rank ourselves, that's cool. But it's more about how you market yourself. That's the important part. You know what I mean? So just be cognizant and think about that as you move out here. How am I marketing myself out here? Because that's overall, when we talk about social ranking or social credit system, that's what it ties into, you know?
Right.
That's
my brother, my brother Ice Turner, man. Speak on it, man.
Or as far as with beauty and attraction?
Yeah.
Well, just like, for example, I use Brownie. One thing I noticed about her, she's well composed. And that's really attractive.
Right.
And she says she's a 5, but by how she basically carries herself, will probably bump her up about 2 points, about 2.5, just by how balanced she is.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Brownie, you can speak on this too, being a representation of the women in here for right now. You know what I'm saying? Taking it back to it got to be in you, ain't on it, and be able to command attention versus demanding attention. A lot of y'all girls to be demanding attention. Y'all got the quick weaves in, y'all got the lace fronts, the loud cranny transformer makeup on, you got the loud clothes on, and you're coming in showing your booty and your cleavage. And you know what I'm saying? Of course, you know what I'm saying, that's going to demand attention, but you know what I'm saying, a chick like Cupcake walk in the room, you understand me? A chick like Brownie might walk up in that room, you understand me? Minimum little to no makeup with their natural hair out. You understand me? Looking so luscious and beautiful and tasty. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna holler at y'all. We gonna smash on y'all. Or if a situation you wonder why it's getting to the point now where niggas is trying. And this goes back to what L just was saying, or what Brownie just was saying about the supermodel stuff. Like, you know, it's gonna be certain type of guys who ain't gonna holler at them type of chicks, but everybody's gonna holler at Brownie and Cupcake.
Yeah, it's about being approachable out here. It's about how you market yourself.
And not only is they're going to holler at Brownie and Cupcake, they might tend to take them a little bit more serious than you chicks who just got your booty and your titties all out. You know what I'm talking about, with all that crazy and madness on your face and in your damn head.
Yeah, because the intentions are going to be totally. That's what we're talking about. The approach, the attention is going to be different. Like, we're going to be real. We mean. You bag a chick in the club, and this ain't got nothing to do with women. This ain't got nothing to do with, yes, y'all got to dress how y'all want. Y'all do whatever the hell y'all want. But I'm going to tell y'all from a man's perspective, on an average man perspective. In the club, we meet you, and you got everything hanging out. It's going down. We see plenty of men hollering at you. If we get the chance to holler at you, we get that. And let's say we take it to the room that night. We get it. All right. That's it. Like, ain't no real relationship. I mean, we might smash again. I ain't gonna say it ain't gonna happen again, but I'm gonna tell you the expectations is gonna be a little different than even if you met what you would say like an approachable woman more, and you had the same night with your intentions, even though it may have went down the same, it could have went down natural, and it could go natural for both situations. But the intentions in your mind is men are visual. So sometimes our intentions comes from the visual aspect. And unfortunately, like that's the way a lot of men move and think. Like they don't do that digging. They don't think deeper than what's on the outside and what they see visually.
Right.
Men is just taking it for what they see face value. And women got to do a better job of shifting through those dudes too. Because a lot of y'all fall victim, and I see it happen a lot, that y'all like them dudes that only look on the surface. Because it doesn't require as much work on y'all's end too. So I get it to a degree. Like this is all give and take. Like, you know what I mean? Like some people are getting games ran on them, but in most situations, games getting ran on both sides. People are getting what they want out the situation, and they're happy until something happens out of their control where they're not unhappy. I mean, where they're not happy. Because normally most people playing the same game. Like when y'all both out, y'all both meeting in the club, y'all probably both be smashing other people. I ain't even say y'all smashing, but y'all be talking to other people. Then y'all get together, y'all start liking each other. Now y'all together, and now you got to kind of figure a way out of your old situations, just like they. It's no different.
Right.
You know, this is a game that we all play.
That's a whole nother conversation right there too. You hear me, man? You know what I'm saying?
But I gotta be real because a lot of people don't want to. They don't want to talk about that part.
Right. That's a fact. Brownie,
you
hear me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go up there, and we want to, from a woman's aspect. You know what I'm saying? When it come to ranking ourselves and how y'all rank yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Right when it come to your friends, because I know a lot of y'all typically saying y'all ain't got a lot of friends and stuff, but the ones that you do have, do you tend to see that amongst your circle of friends, y'all, you know what I'm saying, tend to not be so honest with each other when it comes to such things as far as how we rate ourselves and rank ourselves and carry ourselves, you know what I mean?
Okay, so on one hand, I have like my best friend, like one of my best friends, and she is gorgeous. Like you know, like that friend combo, that girlfriend combo that you always see out with like the slim light skin and like the shorter, thicker brown skin. Like that's us. Like I'm the short.
We know all about that.
And she like the tall, slim, light skin, and
we love that.
Right.
Hey, hold on. Hey, L, that's a hell of a two spot right there. You did me, man.
I was just about to say that sounds.
So you niggas know nothing about that, man. Go ahead, Brownie.
How me and Bird used to be out, like, but that's a.
Go ahead, Brownie.
And so with her, like she's pretty like she knows she's cute, like she knows she knows she's cute, but like for her, even like with things, like with certain things, like I'm the person that's like more realist and more honest, and I give my honest opinion about things. So even like her, where she's super, super gorgeous and all of that stuff, like if she make a change or something like that, she'll still come and ask me because she know like I'm gonna give her my honest opinion.
Right.
Then I have like my other friend, and like my other friend, she might not like she's bigger and she has like her weight issues or whatever. But like to me, she's beautiful. Like she's pretty. She has like gorgeous natural hair. Like her natural hair is like beautiful. Like she take care of herself. She and even though like she might not be like what a man will see, like, oh, like it's necessarily like the most visually appealing. Like once you get to meet her and her personality and how welcoming she is, like you said, it just opens up more to the woman. Like so for her, like I don't think that she rates herself like. I don't think that we rate ourselves like we don't compare. I'm not in competition with my friends too. So I'm not sitting here trying to like, I don't want to be like the bad looking friend in a group. Like, so I'm going to strive to be like the better, like I'm going to strive to dress better so I don't look like the bad looking friend in the group. But I'm not going to be like, oh, let me wear this because so-and-so wearing this because I want to look better than them.
Right. You ain't about to, in the words of that that fun boy ass dude from Poetic Justice, you ain't, or from Baby Boy, you ain't about to try to upstage these bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we ain't gotta do all that. We could. I'm gonna do what I want to do,
Right,
and if it's line or if it match or if it's whatever it is, it's gonna be how it is. But I'm not gonna go out of my way to. I'm not gonna go out my way to try to like upstage my friend or try to like show out or grab more attention. But like,
right. And I think that's a thing across the board as far as ranking though, because we do that too. You know what I'm saying? It's always that one homie who want to act all funny when he get around the broads, man. It's always that one homie who want to be acting all funny style. And he switches whole demo up when he get around the broads, man.
His voice get a little deeper.
What you say, Brownie?
I say his voice get a little deeper.
Yeah, his voice get deeper. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, we all got that one guy. You know what I'm saying? That's all good.
Yeah.
And that normally is the guy who, when we got the spots cracking, they'd be like, "Don't bring him."
But you know, I would like to say on the female side of things, a lot of men tend to look at like how y'all were saying earlier, like natural versus like a woman that wear like weave and makeup and all of that stuff. But honestly, like you got women that just wear like weave and makeup, and then you have women that are just natural. But then you have a lot of women that float in between the two.
Right.
So like I'm one of the women that float in between the two. Like I'm not anti-weave. Like I like my natural hair. Like I'm lazy, so I wear my natural hair for those purposes. Like, but like it's not beyond me to go that extra mile and go put on a whole beat face and to do all of that things. But I feel like the quality of the woman shows a lot with how she presents herself. So like with me, I take care of my skin. So it don't matter how much fucking makeup I put on. I take care of my skin. Like when I wash all that shit off, like my skin is clear. Like my skin looks nice. And I feel like real women, and when a woman is really in her true glow, she's gonna take care of her natural self. So she can add those enhancements on so they can be what they supposed to be, instead of just trying to cover up like, my hair isn't growing, I want to cover up my natural hair. Like I'm not wearing weave because I want to cover up my natural hair. I'm wearing weave because I want like 18 inches or whatever the hell I want to wear, like in my hair. That like I'm not wearing makeup because I look ugly. I'm wearing makeup because I like fucking holographic shit and I like glitter.
And it's not like an everyday thing with you. It's not like that's how you look every single day, all day.
Yeah, well, it's levels to it. Like I don't have to go and do a whole beat face every day. Like part of my skincare routine is putting on a little concealer under my eyes. You know, I feel like as a woman, you're supposed to make yourself up a little bit. Like that's like one of the most feminine things that I can remember. Like seeing my mom do and seeing my grandma do. Like is making themselves up. So. Like you don't want to be like, I want a natural woman to the point where she's not taking that time to put into herself to take care of herself on that certain level. Like just because you're natural don't mean you're not high maintenance, and just because you're natural don't mean that she's gonna stay that way. Like I said, it's better to find a woman that can do both. Like
that's a fact. That balance, you know, that balance.
Yeah, like she take her wig off and she wash her hair and she come out the shower with a curly fro, not 2 inches of damage and like
I'm talking about edges just burnt. You hear me? I'm talking about looking like Patch Adams. I'm talking about you can like the Crip people. I'm talking about your head just look terrible, man.
Yeah, like you gotta come out looking like something. If I take my wig off, like I'll come out the shower, like I might not have my weave in, but it's like okay, like I'll hop out with my curly fro and my natural, and it's like about taking care of I feel like when you take care of yourself just as an individual and as an adult and you spend that time and that self-care, then it reflects on you, especially as women. Then it reflects. A lot of women be looking rough and hard and try to cover that shit up with makeup and lashes, and you still look rough and hard with makeup and lashes on. You gotta get back to the basics, and then you gotta start from that sometimes, you know.
Definitely. All right, but we're gonna end on that note right there, y'all, because I gotta get out of here. It's a beautiful show tonight. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight, tapping in, walking with us. Starting with the lady first. We're gonna just, last words real quick, saying in a minute or less, give you your closing thoughts on the nice topic, and we're gonna get through. Start with Brownie, then we're gonna take it to my brother Ice Turner, then we're gonna give it to my brother Els, and we're gonna get up out of here.
All right, so my closing thought is that everybody is beautiful, and you have to embrace your inside and take care of your body to meet your maximum potential. So who gives a fuck if you're not an 8 to the world? You can be a fucking 8 to yourself. You can be your version of an 8.
See, I gotta stop right there.
No, you can be your version of an 8. No, because I look. I can be a 10. You can see 10 LE, or you can see like a 3 LE. If I'm sick, you might see like a 1 LE. So be your version.
You heard her, L, man. No, I respect it though.
So be your version of a 10. Don't try to be nobody else. You don't need all the extra enhancements, but put in that work to yourself and breathe life into yourself so you can be the best version of yourself.
Right.
And that's always going to be the most attractive.
And that's a fact. So Brownie gonna be on the show Thursday, and we gonna get to it. You hear me?
Yeah, on Thursday.
Yeah, so Brownie, thanks for coming out. We see you Thursday, baby, when we chop it up behind the scenes so we can get everything copacetic and correct. You understand what I'm saying, baby?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for coming through, Brownie. Much appreciated.
My brother Ice, I keep saying.
It's all good, bro.
My brother Ice, man. Ice Turner, the senior.
It's all good, bro.
Go ahead, go ahead and speak on it, bro. Your closing words, man.
Indeed, my closing words, man, is to live your life, man, to the fullest. I mean, it sounds like something simple, but like my homie just passed not too long ago, Matrix up the sleeve. He lived his life. Like he basically said and did what he wanted to do. I'm saying he really treated every day like it was his last day. And that's one thing. Like if one word can define him when he left the earth, it was like he lived. So I mean, that's just one thing. Just like live your life, man. Just be 100% you and just go. I mean,
that's what's up, man. I appreciate you coming on the show tonight.
Respect,
brother Ice Turner. You know you're more than welcome to come through. Thanks for your support, bro. Man, you know you're welcome anytime, brother.
You always got my support, bro.
You already know, brother.
Ice Turner, man. Yeah.
King L's, what it do, man? In your closure.
You already know what it is. Hey, first off, peace, love, and blessings. Thanks for everybody coming through, dropping the commentary, just coming through, watching tonight, and everybody that's gonna come through and rewatch it. You know, love is love. So wrap things up. Solution-based content. That's what we love to do. We gave y'all the game throughout the whole show, but at the end of the day, you be you. You know what I mean? Be yourself above anything else. Just be yourself. And that's really what you can learn from this whole podcast. Don't worry about what other people think about. Stay consistent. Try not to stay stagnant. Try to always improve yourself. You can strive for perfection, but just know that perfection is not obtainable. So being a 10 is not an obtainable thing. It's a thought that you could say that you want to get to being perfect, but being perfect is not obtainable. You know what I mean? But you can always strive to be that. And like I said, you rate yourself how you want to rate yourself, but just remember, the social credit system is fucked up out here. At the end of the day, you just be you. Don't worry about nobody else. Stay on your grind. Take care of your family, your loved ones, your friends. Bring them up with you. Build your people up. And that's all I can say. That's a solution for everything.
That's what's up, man. SBC, you already know, solution-based content. My brother King L's, I love you. I'll chop it up with you behind the scenes as well. And we're going to get to it on Friday. You hear me, man? All right, then, L. And there you have it, right? Be the best version of yourself. Strive and put in the effort and work to be the best version you could possibly be. Realizing the whole time that you're never going to be perfect. Don't strive to be perfect. Just strive to be the best version that you could possibly be of yourself, which isn't perfect. CeeLo Green dropped an album not too long ago, a few years back, called CeeLo Green and His Perfect Imperfections. Right? Let me say shout out to the people in the chat, man. Shout out to my baby Cupcake. Shout out to my baby Brownie. She's going to be on the show on Thursday. Two beautiful women. We got Diary of a Mad Black Bartender in the building. Thank you for coming through, baby. You know what I'm saying? You did. We got another person whose name I saw, Watch Cute Cat and Dog Show. Thanks for coming through. Uncle Diggity, you already know. My brother OG in the building. Vernon 85. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody, I'm in the pursuit of her. T. Doris came through. And my baby T came through. You did. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, we creating a whole new space. And just like my brother Uncle Diggity said, love the process. That's where the gems are. Yes. We creating a whole new space, y'all. Real shit here. There's real shit here, nigga. You hear me? And over here at A Real Talk, you will only hear us speak on that which we know. And this is why I have guests on the show, because I have people come on who are familiar in areas and arenas that I'm not. Like my brother, Mr. Prince the Barber, like my brother Nick, CEO, owner of Columbus-based fashion house Cousin Bougie. You understand what I'm saying? Like my baby Shaquista, you know what I'm saying? People who are well-versed and learned in areas where I'm not, I have them come on and speak on that. You ain't gonna never hear me speak on nothing I don't know about and can't speak on intelligently from my experience to give y'all some game on it. I have somebody else do that. That's game. Thank y'all for coming out tonight, man. That's game. You hear me? Tap in with us tomorrow night. We is going in. You hear me? For sure. You know what I'm talking about? Definitely going in tomorrow. Let me get tomorrow's topic up for y'all real quick. Matter of fact, I'm going to just pull it up on the screen real quick. Shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody in the clouds watching, tapping in with us. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Pearl, man. All y'all out there hating on Pearly things. She ain't doing nothing different what these black bras doing. You trick ass niggas. You hear me? You gonna be hating on that girl because she white. You know what I'm talking about? Stop tricking. Stop being thirsty. Stop being a simp. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing wrong with supporting our sisters and these women, and you know what I mean? But, you know, when y'all get to taking it too far, man, and, you know, you got to relax. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to get into all of that right now, but you know what I'm saying? You know who you niggas is, man. Speak on that what you know. Don't be an ignoramus, man. Please stop speaking on that what you don't know, because you're misdirecting these young people that's watching and listening on this here YouTube, and they're watching and listening. Y'all going to love tomorrow's show, man. And I'm about to show y'all why right now. You hear me? Tomorrow we're going to be discussing this movie that got all y'all in a frenzy right now. Right? We're going to be discussing the movie tomorrow, you people. So if you haven't seen it, I suggest you watch it between now and 7 p.m. tomorrow, because we're going in. You did. Thanks, everybody, for coming out tonight, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening, man. I'm Virgil Berry, a.k.a. Stats with the Facts, your host. You know what I'm talking about? We got my brother King Els was in the building. My brother Ice Turner Sr. was in the building. My baby Brownie with her beautiful self, with her beautiful skin, was on here. Everybody in the, you know what I'm talking about? Tap in, walk with us, man. We creating a whole new space, man. You hear me? Creating a whole new space. SBC, solution-based content. Let's go. Enjoy y'all eating. Smash that like button, click on the bell, subscribe to the page. You understand what I'm saying, man? Listen to this track. Uh-oh. L, that piff be killing me, man. You hear me? That piff be killing me. It be killing me, man. Sometimes it just be wanting to work, and sometimes it don't. You know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to leave y'all with a nice little song, and it's not letting me play it. So, you hear me? We're going to do it like this. We're going to do it like this. I'm about to get a joint for y'all right now. I'm trying to find. Oh, here we go. Right here. Damn, that's not that one. Shout out to everybody, man.
Everything that we feel, it's me and you.
Tap in and walk with us tomorrow night, 7 p.m. We're going in. We're going to be discussing the movie You People. Thanks, everybody, for coming out tonight, man. Smash that like button on your way out. You know what I'm talking about, man.
Baby, the pressure got you tripping, babe. That feeling that you're feeling ain't right, baby. I'ma go and get it, bring it back, babe. Just keep the shit tight, baby. She saying that she love me and she want me make it home tonight, baby. Solid from the door, so I hold you in the brightest of lights. Like comfortable, so I slid a couple secrets. Knew it was real when the chase, I didn't need it. Proceed with all of your aura, babe, I need this. Peace flick, a mind the scenery when I speak quick. 4-5 touch mine, me you gotta go another one on the flat line, close mine. Other than that, life's great sand between my toes. Shades skin the cold, diminish shows on pros and goes. Minuscule to 4K views. Can't blame a fool if niggas knew the feeling's true. They taint the moves. Nigga who? How we wrote the script on how love exists in the world filled with simps. They thirst, they never quench. So forever less flips. Go get an expense. Rather her besides me could read it the glimpse. Baby, the pressure got you tripping, babe. That feeling that you're feeling ain't right. Baby, I'ma go and get it, bring it back, babe. Just keep the shit tight, baby. She saying that she love me and she want me make it home tonight, baby. Solid from the door, so I hold you in the brightest of lights. The butterflies in my stomach when we meet up. Lights dinner, we gon' eat up. They kick your feet up. My views fall in speeches. Know you had a lot of lames, David Beckham game to you. Just know every time I level up, you gon' move up. Told her like, babe, what's the target to a room full of shooters? When it's real, you ain't gotta cut it down, fuck the crew cut. When you with the king, be yourself, the rest to follow. Whisper to her when you wake up, you gonna impress tomorrow. Guard off, so I caught it in a great moment. I really want it. Told me that she really own it. Nothing better than a woman knowing how she want it. Want so much in the game, feel like ain't two teams in it. Just sit back and admire how a true king get it. Just know you my queen with it. Baby, the pressure got you tripping, babe. That feeling that you feeling ain't right. Baby, I'ma go and get it, bring it back, babe. Just keep the shit tight, baby. She saying that she love me and she want me make it home tonight, baby. Solid from the door, so I hold you in the brightest of lights.
What up, beauty queen? You know I really wanna invite you to my world and show you my unique persona. We can get together, steam it up like a sauna, take you on a natural high, no marijuana, just a bottle of wine, some ice to prosecco. You holding on to that lame dude, you should let go. Knew you was gonna be mine from the very get-go. I'm trying to make you wifey cause you special. You got the best glow, designer fresh clothes, make your own dough, on your home yo. Vehicle is fully paid for, that frame flame though. Selfie queen, you know your angles. Red bottom heels, 5 diamond encrusted bangles. We got the same goals, copy land and counting bankrolls. Creating generational wealth, so I seize wealth. I know your needs though, and you know mine's the same. It's an honor and a privilege to give you my last name.